And here we are here in the O2 Arena. We have the redacted Memorial Battle Royal going on here at the pre-show of Endgame 2. My name is Scott Sykes. I'm joined by the chairman.
Now, do you remember who this redacted character is? He looks kind of familiar in this graphic.
I have no idea what you're talking about. He definitely has a bit of a semblance, but then everyone in trunks looks the same to me when they all tend to blur together.
Yeah, they're all competitors. They're all here for CWL, and everybody here is ready for Endgame.
The opening match of Endgame 2 is the Redacted Memorial Battle Royale. Entering first, Drake Harrison.
Drake Harrison, the Detroit City hero, making his way down to the ring. The first entrant in the Memorial Battle Royal. And of course, this is not an over-the-top rope battle royal. This is a standard affair of you must pin or submit your opponent to eliminate them. And it's going to get quite hectic.
Not only is it going to get hectic, we're going to see a lot of the faces that we saw here throughout Season 2. And I've actually decided to treat some of our newer people that we've signed to CWL here recently by giving them their first showcase in quite possibly the biggest stage that they're ever going to have.
And the opponents, weighing 235 pounds, from Biloxi, Mississippi, William the Wolf Black.
And here we see William Black, 1/3 of the Truthless Heroes, coming down the ramp. And we know later on tonight, he is actually going to be in Connor Gates' corner when he faces off against Sergeant Hunter in Sergeant Hunter's retirement match.
Yeah, but the question is, the Wolf is in the ring and he's on the hunt. And with the fact that we have newcomers to the CWL, he's got new blood to sink his teeth into here tonight at the pre-show of Endgame 2.
Definitely, I mean, we've seen William Black really come into his own on the second half of Year 2. Now a former Twitch champion, actually picking up a victory against the #1 contender to the Twitch championship in Jim Lightsell. Now he gets new blood. I mean, we know Wolves, they just like the new kids.
Yeah, but I think there's a bit of discontent as he was hoping to face Lightsell here tonight, but sadly was not to be.
Weighing 206 pounds, from Los Angeles, California, Isaac.
Isaac, perhaps one of the most dominant former champions in history, a former Vindication Heavyweight champion, a former Discord champion at the time, and you know he's looking to come down here tonight and dominate in tonight's Battle Royal. Bit disappointed he didn't get to the main event, but sometimes you just don't go that extra mile.
Is he wearing purple? I think it's the first time we've seen him not in green.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, if I'm honest. I'm kind of used to the green at this point. Maybe he's trying out a new look. I mean, someone's got to dress... Satty, come on, it's Endgame. You've got to go all out for Endgame. And he looks like he's ready to party.
Yeah, I mean, his scarf says one more. I don't know what that means. Maybe one more championship, one more run, maybe one more year. Who knows what he has planned here for Season 3 for CWL.
Indeed, and that's what's all leading up to. The start of Season 3 as we end it all here tonight at Endgame.
Weighing 150 pounds, from Tijuana, Mexico, Dr. Wrestling Jr.
The Doctor is in and he is looking sharp. I've actually never seen him wear something like this before, but as you said already, everybody's got to bring out their best for Endgame, and the chants here have started for PhD.
Indeed, perhaps one of the more popular superstars we have here in the CWL. The Doctor never fails to get the audience hyped up behind him, as you can hear those chants of PhD echoing all around this arena.
You know, I think you also have to mention just how respected the Doctor is. Whenever he won that Nemesis Heavyweight Championship earlier this year, not only the staff, the wrestlers, everybody, the fans, they all cheered and they all shook hands with Doctor just because they were just amazed at how good he was and how well respected he was.
He is the kind of diplomat part side of the CWL. He's always the middle ground. You know, you always get people on two sides, but he's always the man in the middle, and usually the one who's trying to mend broken bonds, literally and metaphorically.
Now we have introduced the 4 competitors that we know very, very well. But upcoming next is going to be 4 new faces to the CWL that we will see more of here in Season 3.
Jackson Payne.
So, according to my notes here, this is Jackson Payne, a former MMA fighter. So he has the chance to do it in that ring and be successful. When you're a trained fighter, an MMA fighter, your body is honed to be a weapon, and that means this man could be dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, we had a former MMA fighter, I believe, in Braden Bishop back in year 1. I haven't really heard from him ever since we let him go from CWL. Braden Bishop had semi-success here. Let's hope Jackson Payne can bring it up just a little bit more.
Christopher Alpha.
Here we go. Christopher Alpha making his way to the ring, his debut here in the CWL. He is debuting here at Endgame 2, our largest event of the year. And I've not got much background on this guy. He looks to be quite a brawler, though. We're looking to see some interesting things from Christopher Alpha in this match. Will we get a chance to see Alpha in action and see how it all goes down? Will he prove that he's the Alpha and the Omega?
I like that, actually, the Alpha or the Omega. He definitely, hopefully, lives up to that name, but he does have some pretty stiff competition here. We got former world champions, we got former Twitch champions, we got former tag champions in this match. That's not really a easy feat to pull off, especially on your first night here.
$5 says he's made a pass at Roxy Ramirez.
Royce.
Here he comes, Royce, down to the ring in quite resplendent gear, almost royalty. I'm not sure what to make of this guy, but have we got a bit of history on him, Chairman?
All I know is that he told me he wanted to show his skills here in the CWL. He wanted let's say, a fat contract, but given that I kind of didn't know anything about him, but I did like his moxie, I decided to give him a shot, and I decided to give him the platform here at Endgame. Let's see what he's got.
Give the man a stage and he'll perform. Let's see how Royce can do here tonight in this Memorial Battle Royal.
Zach Keaton.
And here we've got Zach Keaton. I know we've seen him on Vindication, but given that he actually impressed me in that match with Miles, I decided to give him another shot here at Endgame. And his shirt says the main event, but kid, you've got a long way to go. This is just the first match of Endgame before we get everything rolling for our fans here in London.
Well, technically it's the main event of the pre-show, but let's not let him get to it ahead, as the main event, as he calls himself, is looking to cause destruction here tonight. I mean, it'd be quite an opportunity if he won this event. It means it will put him on the map on Vindication.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you got to keep that in mind. This match, it's not just for bragging rights, although there technically isn't anything on the line. It's for everybody to showcase what they've got and really show us what they can do.
Of course, this is going to get very hectic, as right now it looks like that Christopher Alpha is going against Isaac. Isaac could get going downstairs.
And the rev is already down. There is too much chaos here.
Oh no! Get that man ice pack. Oh, and over the top rope goes Isaac. Now remember, this is not an over the top rope battle royal. Royce is after him though, like a hound. Speaking of hounds, William the Wolf Black there.
William the Wolf and Dr. Wrestling Jr. going at it. Familiar foes. We know that they've had their differences in the past. But if I were you, maybe you think they want to go against the newer people, kind of start getting a feeling for them, since those might be their competitors in Season 3.
Quite possible, but the thing is, they're unfamiliar, unpredictable. It's going against Old Faithful. You know your opponent at that point. You know their weakness. You can utilize that to your strength and take them out.
You know, you also have to think about, this is not the only set of debuts that we're going to be having here tonight. As Zach Keaton's trying to get the pin on Christopher Alpha, and that is not even a one count. We do have somebody debuting here later on. We don't know his name yet, and he'll be debuting against BMS on the main card for Endgame.
You're right, Jack Keaton is going at it right now against Christopher Alpha, going downstairs. Oh, massive elbow, taking down Alpha.
There's a lot of action going on, not only in the ring, but outside the ring as well. I think we're going to have a tough time calling this one here, partner.
I completely agree with you, as right now Jackson Payne with that amazing choke bomb and going, oh, look at that, a release belly to belly. Belly to back suplex, my apologies.
You say, I don't think you're allowed to do that in an MMA cage, are you?
I don't know, but he certainly learned that from someone. I want to know who his trainer is.
We got Zach Keaton staying on Christopher Alpha, just bringing that running power slam.
This is absolute chaos right now as people trying to get away and catch their breath. Right now, William Black and the Doctor are still going at it near in front of our announce table here.
They got the Hurricane Rana for Dr. Wrestling Jr. And I'm trying to like keep an eye on just one of these fights, but there's literally 4 different fights that just broke out.
It's too much. Right now, the main event is choking down on Jackson Payne in the corner there.
We got, is that Drake Harrison, I believe, getting with Isaac in the center of the ring?
I believe you're correct, as it's just absolute pandemonium right now. The Doc and Black are fighting next to our table here. This is absolute chaos. We've yet to have a first pin or submission in this match.
I think it's going to be a minute before we see our first pinfall. It is elimination, but everybody wants to have this match won. Now we've got Isaac getting ready for possibly a dive.
Ding dong, here we go. Alert authorities, there's an unidentified flying object in the area.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute for us to be able to call this properly. There's just so much going on.
All right, then, and there we go. Ooh, a sidewalk slam there by Zach Keaton, just planting. I believe that was Christopher Alpha down the canvas, up on the shoulders. Oh, he's fighting back, though.
I actually just realized we had the 4 experienced competitors on the outside, the 4 new competitors on the inside. But just as I was about to say that, Dr. Wrestling Jr. gets William Black inside the ring, and now the action just keeps spilling in and out of the ring.
Oh, bit of tag team here by Doc and Black onto Alpha with a gut buster.
And now Dr. Wrestling Jr. just stretching out Christopher Alpha's back with that submission hold. Christopher Alpha manages to get out of it, and we are right back to just regular hold and more tag teaming by the CWL Season 2 Originals.
Another gut buster by that pair. Isaac goes back to work on Harrison.
And Isaac getting to work now on William the Wolf Black. That's a former Discord champion against a former Twitch champion. Have we ever seen this matchup happen before, actually?
No, that's the great thing about these inter-promotional matches. You get to see matchups you often wouldn't see.
And now
the apple a day from the Doc.
Is that the first one?
Jack Keaton take an opportunity with the 1-2. No.
Christopher Alpha managed to kick out that right there. I like that kid. That means he has resiliency. We will be talking a lot about that today, as everybody wants to bring the best they've got for Endgame.
We were talking about the resiliency of Alpha. Think about Keaton's opportunistic to take the pin instead of the Doc. That's quite a bold play.
Absolutely. I mean, you're a new guy. You want to take all the opportunities that you can. And imagine being the one that says, I eliminated this person, when we don't know what they're able to be going to be doing in Season 3. Maybe that's going to be a big feather in your cap later on.
Look at this, a deadlift gut buster there. Very impressive, as right now Isaac's looking to springboard someone. Not sure this is a wise tactic, but up he goes.
He went over Drake Harrison.
That's it, good night. Right now, chaos is happening outside the ring here, as Alpha and Keating are so going to get now by our announce table. Look out, Chairman.
They're right next to me right now, and we see Zach Keaton picking up Christopher Alpha and dragging him right back to the ring.
Hey, if I leap in the way, do I get a bonus?
Maybe, we'll see.
Alright then, as right now Alpha and Keaton still going at it, but in the ring, pinfall, Isaac on the Doc, 1, 2, and no, Doc gets the shoulder up just in the last nick of time.
Isaac gearing up for what could he possibly have in mind? We got the super kick.
Nearly blasting the mask right off the Doc's face.
Isaac trying to go for another super kick on Zach Keaton outside, but Zach Keaton catches him, and now he's dragging him towards the steps. Isaac not having any of it, and he's getting away from his grip.
Meanwhile, in the ring, looks like
Drake Harrison.
It's hard to keep up, and Drake Harrison are going at it.
And now the action going back inside the ring.
Oh, Harrison's learned this from his fellow tag team partner, the Tornado, as he looks to make a dynamic entry.
I just realized, where's Royce?
What? Yeah, I think Royce might have been eliminated. We just didn't catch it. I'm thinking Royce might have brought the short straw on tonight's card. Yeah, me. This is
Jackson
chaos.
Payne is definitely eliminated. I just saw that right there. Drake Harrison pinned him, and we got our first elimination. Maybe second.
Corkscrew moonsault there from Jake Harrison, but gets out of the way just with Wolf Black. That's the ring smarts coming into play in the form of Black as he goes for the blackout.
And Drake Harrison, that is a veteran move right there, rolling out the ring right after getting hit by one of the best hits of your opponents. Therefore, you can't get pinned. Genius.
It's a wise tactic. He's definitely been learning techniques from Twitter. Isaac goes for super kick, but missed as Alpha follows up with a clothesline right to the back of the head.
I believe,
ringing his bell.
as far as we know, there are 7 competitors left in this match. We are not sure on Royce's whereabouts. I don't think he was eliminated, but I definitely don't see him anywhere around the ring right now.
I think he might be eliminated right now. Up on the shoulders goes Alpha as he just gets a backbreaker from Zach Keaton. And now he's looking to follow up. What's he going for? Chancery, vertical suplex position. Spinning him around. Look at the strength here.
That is power.
And just planted with that suplex.
The pinfall right here on Christopher Alpha. Is this an elimination? That is a kick out.
Oh, with a hair to go from the ref, he just kicked out. The Doc and Black have been focusing on each other heavily this entire match. I'm surprised one hasn't eliminated the other yet.
Alright, so let's reset the table. We have 6 competitors left in this match. We got William Black fighting Doc Wrestling Jr. on the right. We've got Isaac and Christopher Alpha down. We've got Zach Keaton and Drake Harrison going at it. Now Drake Harrison sending Zach Keaton outside. And now we've got a lot of chaos. But it's at least a little bit more controlled chaos.
Well, Black is in control, but like that, Harrison gets the upper hand. Irish whips Black into the corner. Harrison got another dynamic entry in mind. Also, he's having some words with the ref there.
He is a former tag team champion, as you mentioned, with his partner being the Tornado, but this is not a tag match as he gets caught by William the Wolf Black.
In the Wolf's clutch there. And a tap out. He tapped out. Drake Harrison has been eliminated by tap out.
Now, William the Wolf Black right there showing just how good he is with his strikes. Getting Zach Keaton down and sending up Christopher Alpha for something right here.
Oh, a jumping face buster there from Christopher Alpha. And now Alpha's looking to pick on the biggest wolf in the pack, and that is William the Wolf Black.
And Zach Keaton, once again, very smart rolling outside the ring. Right there showing that he knows exactly what he's doing inside the CWL ring.
Indeed, as Alpha brings Black over to the ring and smacks his head across the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring, as my familiar co-commentator would say.
Now we've got 5 people left in this match, if I'm not mistaken. And we got Christopher Alpha and Zach Keaton left over from the new faces of Season 3.
It could be a new blood has arrived in the CWL. Oh, a roll-up by the Doc, but of course it's not in the ring. Speaking of a pin, Christopher Alpha, but Zach Keaton choosing not to give Alpha the win. I'm not sure that's the wisest tactic. Keaton could have eliminated Wolf, who is ideally one of the strongest competitors in this match.
I wouldn't say ideally, I would say undoubtedly the strongest competitor in this match. And he goes for that facebuster one more time. Could this be payback?
It could be 1, 2, and 3. Keaton's been eliminated by Alpha, but Wolf is now on the attack.
And now Alpha is our final new person for Season 3 left in this match.
There we go, but William the Wolf Black is trying to show that he is the alpha wolf in this pack with the half Boston Crab applied there in the middle of the rings. Alpha unable to get to the ropes to break the hold.
Now we are down to our final 4. Half the field has been eliminated. A little bit more control by everybody.
Oh, Alpha getting a moment opportunity. Strikes down Isaac as he was setting up for that big jumping elbow.
So now, Scott, I've got to ask you a question here. As the field dwindles down and we got 4 people left, how does your strategy change from 8 people to 4?
I mean, it means you've got less to worry about. You have less you have eyes in the back of your head as much. However, you've still got to be careful of your essentially your stamina. You're going to be run down. You take a break, do exactly what Keaton would be doing if he wasn't eliminating, which is take a breather. Black, of course, is taking a breather out of the ring right now. Best thing to do is conserve your energy, let other people fight it out, and then go in for the kill at the moment's notice.
Here we go with Isaac. They're ganging up on Alpha with a clothesline and then a kick to the gut. And then Isaac just goes for that super kick on the Doc.
I don't think he quite got all the super kick, but it doesn't really matter as Alpha, with a knee and a clothesline, now has the upper hand on Isaac. Grabbing the feet and alley-oop.
I like this Christopher Alpha kid. I think he's going to have a bright future here in Season 3.
I definitely think. He's going against 3 CWL veterans, and he's holding his own right now.
Definitely. I think if he gets one more elimination, then that definitely is going to be a pretty big thing, considering he's already definitely got one in Zach Keaton. Eliminating any of these other competitors is going to put him in really good rankings here.
Indeed, a stun gun there from William the Wolf Black as he looks to be on the prowl for Christopher Alpha, waiting. He goes for Isaac, but misjudges the distance.
But he ends up getting him in that second try. But Christopher Alpha interrupts that with a super kick of his own.
Look at this. Alpha now showing his dominance to the Wolf by just clubbing blows. That kick to follow up. That's aggressive. I like this kick.
I am actually going to say that was inexperience. William the Wolf Black was going for the blackout, and we know that that's a devastating strike. Why, in your right mind, would you say no to that?
It's a form of dominance. Look at this. Alpha is showing that, no, I want to be the one to finish him off. I want to. I do agree there is a tactical advantage to do what you say. I mentioned it earlier. But there's also a power play going on here, proving your dominance, not just by beating your opponent, by saying, no, I will beat you at that pass. I will lay down.
We got Doc going for the pinfall. William the Wolf Black, and we got a 2 and a kick out.
Beautiful hurricane by the Doc going for the pin, and now focusing on Alpha. Once again, Alpha sneaks his way out, goes for forearm. The Doc too wise to that.
What's the Doc got in mind here? You go for apple a day one more time.
This is the thing, though. Black knows what's coming. Able to get down with the Fireman's Carry takedown. Isaac with the leg trip takes down the Doc.
And then he gets caught by William the Wolf Black one more time. Got a knee to the face, the Wolf Fang right there.
They're not going for the pin. Isaac with a shoulder barge takes down William the Wolf Black. It's the veterans in the ring, while the rookie stays on the outside, conserving his energy, like I said. Good tactic. Forward rushing leg sweep from Isaac.
Who do you think is going to be the next one eliminated in this match?
I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between William the Wolf Black and the Doc. They've been putting damage on each other quite a lot. Here we go with a pin.
With that Elo, I think it's the Doc.
3, you're correct. The Doc gets eliminated.
That is how Isaac won multiple championships. We have seen him pull that off on several people. Now we're down to 3. We got Isaac, we got William the Wolf Black, and we got Christopher Alpha.
The go to sleep followed by a Kinshasa kick. Just takes down Isaac, and now look at... no. Look at that! That
is strength. We talked about it earlier from Zach Keaton, but Christopher Alpha showing that he will not be outdone.
But Isaac, they're still gas in the tank as he gets that shoulder barge once again, getting the upper hand and going for the cover. And using the ropes as leverage. 1, 2, and no.
To kind of have to resort to that to take out a new person in the CWL, that just shows just how much respect Christopher Alpha has received in the past 20 minutes or so.
Oh yes, that is a statement there from Isaac, that he needs to do that. A swift knee catches Black off guard.
The Wolf is right back up on his feet as Christopher Alpha try to follow up, but William the Wolf Black just kind of playing possum there.
Body blows there from Alpha. Once again fighting, and to be fair, Alpha's doing a great job. He's fighting off both William the Wolf Black and Isaac in one fell swoop.
That forearm by Christopher Alpha that we've seen multiple times now knocks out William the Wolf Black to where he rolls to the outside, and we are down to 2 here so far as William the Wolf Black takes a breather outside.
Another knee right to the face of Isaac, and going for the cover, hooking the leg, veteran move. 1, 2, and 3.
We are down to the Wolf. And Alpha, veteran versus rookie.
I mean, what do you say in this moment, Sharon? William the Wolf Black, an experienced veteran, came on this probably hoping to dominate, and here he stands in front of a rookie.
I don't know. I think I did the right choice signing this kid because he's impressed me. He really, really has impressed me. Can you imagine if he managed to beat William the Wolf Black in his first match here?
Former Twitch champion. That would be quite an achievement for the newcomer Christopher Alpha. But right now, William the Wolf Black is in control of the match.
Definitely, and now that we are down to just your one-on-one match, you have to think, what do I have to do to put the other person away? Because yes, this is a regular, traditional, now one-on-one match, but you just put away 6 other people to get here first.
Looks like Black's in the feeling out process here with a running knee right to the gut of Alpha and an alley-oop bomb.
Now you say the feeling out process, and here we go, we got a pinfall. Could this be it? We got a 1, and the kick out at 2. You say that it's a feeling out process, but you don't think they maybe have done that over the past 20 minutes?
That's the thing, is when there's all the hectic to go along, it's hard to process what's going on. But when you're one-on-one, you can focus on your opponent and get to know them and their strategies. Black doesn't know Alpha's weaknesses. He's trying to feel out that, but right now he might be on the receiving end of another one of those face breakers there. And this could be it. Hook in the leg.
A 1, a 2, and a kick out. William the Wolf Black showing that he is not done here yet.
So White Twitch champion. Oh! A swift close fist punch right to the face of Black. Good night. That's going to leave him with a black eye, I think.
And then Christopher Alpha just posing to the crowd.
I say, give the man a stage and he will perform. As picking up goes Black. Black looking at getting in control there with a drop kick, sending Alpha to the outside. Oh!
Just push the ref out of the way.
Goodness grief, and a double axe handle from the top rope. This is not looking good.
Definitely, William the Wolf Black has shown his prowess on the outside, but Christopher Alpha ready for him on the inside.
Showing why he's a former Twitch champion, but with a black fang, it could be good night. No, Alpha's still not done. The flying forearm.
We got Christopher Alpha once again in control.
And transferring into... Oh, Black saw the suplex coming and goes for another drop kick.
Christopher Alpha rolls to the outside as he gets slowly back up to his feet using the ropes. William the Wolf Black connects with that punch, and what is he thinking here?
Oh no, this can't be good. He's going for another double axe handle. What is a surprise? Twice is asking for trouble. Oh! A front drum kick.
Taking out Christopher Alpha as we see the fans here right around us on their feet, getting ready for Endgame here in London.
Not sure we can repeat what this audience is saying on air, as Black is again has the head of Alpha and shoves it against the apron.
Yeah, this match has been going on for a while. I thought that we would see a quick elimination as soon as we got the last person out of here, but these two showing that they're not going to go down easy because they do not want to lose here at Endgame.
This is Endgame, the biggest event of the year. You can't give halves on a date like tonight, especially when it's your debut match. You need to put on a show.
Now, William the Wolf Black has Alpha up on his shoulders, but Alpha is able to break free, connects with a hard-hitting chop and a second one to boot, and he's got William the Wolf Black, and he's guiding him back inside the ring. Could this be it? Could we see Christopher Alpha about to win this matchup?
Uh-oh, grabbing the head, and now a neck breaker. Ooh, that's gonna ring the Wolf Black's head, and now picking up the Wolf. What's Alpha got in mind? Sending him into the ring finally. This could be it.
Gonna be it.
Oh, there's that vicious knee once again. Giving Black a taste of his own medicine almost. 1, 2, and 3. Very impressive.
That is what Season 3 will hold for us. Christopher Alpha has not yet been signed to Vindication or Nemesis, so now we gotta wonder, which brand will he fall under?
There's a big question. I'm not sure William Wolf Black is going to be too pleased with being taken out by Alpha. I highly suggest he's not put on Nemesis after the events of tonight.
I like these new kids. I think I did a pretty good job with it. What do you think?
Indeed, I mean, we're focused on Christopher Alpha, but all of them did a great job. We didn't see much of Royce, sadly,
The
but
winner
great
of the
opportunity.
Redacted Memorial Battle Royale, Christopher Alpha.
Enjoy this moment, kid. This is your first time here in CWL, and you have brought it all. That will be all for us here with Scott Sykes. He will be back later on tonight, and I will be back very soon with Alexander Shaw to begin Endgame.
Everything ends. Nothing can last forever. No Cinderella story. No empire. No allegiance. No reign of terror. All the blood and tears and the sacrifices before tonight cannot help you. Destiny is decided by how one plays the end game.
Over here, I have found the answer. In my fear, I saw darkness grow. In the shadows, where the light is hard to find, I will find you, and together we will rise. By the light of our sky, we will come to life. I'll walk, I'll rise again. Over here, everything's in ashes. I can feel life begins to grow. In the shadows, where the light is hard to find, I will find you, and together we will rise. The fire in the sky will reach 1,000 miles. By the light of our sky, we will come to life. I'll walk, I'll rise again. By the light of our sky, we will come to life. I'll walk, I'll rise again.
We are live with Endgame from Wembley Arena. My name is Alexander Shaw, joined by the chairman of the CWL on the biggest night of our year.
Have we really into Endgames? I feel like we just got started with this last year.
Yes, and speaking of getting started, we're getting started right away with the YouTube title match between Chris Princess and Jacob Nitro.
You know,
Nitro has been chasing this title for months, and now he has his last shot.
you say last shot, but it was a self-inflicted wound right there. He himself said that if he doesn't capture the YouTube championship right here, right now, he is not going to challenge for it ever again.
Will Nitro finally get the title he's been coveting for so long? Or will Princess finally be able to retain a championship here in the CWL?
The following match is set for one fall and is for the YouTube Championship.
Making his way down to the ring, Jacob Nitro. I've got to say, what a fast-paced start this young man has had to his career.
And yeah, I mean, you say fast-paced, but this kid had a lot of, let's just say, I don't want to say arrogance, but he had a lot of belief in his skills. And now to be here just about 2-3 months into his career in CWL and to be here at Endgame for one of our biggest championships, that's a pretty good start.
Yes, definitely a person who oozes confidence, Jacob Nitro. And, I mean, he doesn't have much reason not to. He's been toe-to-toe with some of the best that the CWL have to offer, and he's been given as good as he's getting. But he hasn't been getting the YouTube title, which has eluded him ever since he debuted here. Will he finally claim it tonight?
You also have to think with people that he's been going against, with Tommy Hazard, and then that Elimination Chamber match, he came so close. Now he gets that one-on-one shot again, but unfortunately it will be his last if he fails to capture it here.
Chris Princess making it a special entrance only like he can. The Phantom of the CWL making his way to the ring.
See, you say Phantom, but I say the Princess. That is an entrance fit for a princess.
Yes, and now Chris Princess, I mentioned a bit earlier, has been a former world champion in the past, but he seems to have a bit of issue where he's not able to successfully defend his title. Will he be able to finally break that sort of streak and retain a single title for the first time in his career?
When you speak of streaks, I think we kind of just made the whole story of the match here just now. It's streak versus streak. Either Nitro finally captures his championship, or Princess finally retains a championship.
Introducing first, the challenger, weighing 218 pounds, from Rahway, New Jersey, Jacob Nitro. And his opponent, your champion, from somewhere in Canada, Chris Princess.
Princess handing over that title maybe for the last time, and Nitro maybe getting the best look at it he'll ever get if he loses this match.
You know, I'm not going to lie here. I tend to not be biased when it comes to the talent, but I'm really pulling for Nitro here. I think this is going to be his night.
Well, Ring-a-Ding and Endgame now has officially been started. Nitro trying to start off quick with the forearms, and Princess replying with some strikes of his own.
You know, Nitro has to stay focused.
Yeah, this is going to be a very heavy-hitting matchup. And there we see Nitro with that drop kick. And, you know, Nitro came so close to beating Princess inside that chamber. Princess had to hit him with 3 straight purple Rainmakers before hitting him with the true Purple Rainmaker to put him down.
Not only that, but I mean, you have to also put into like the whole picture who Jacob Nitro eliminated from the match. He is the one that made sure that Tommy Hazard wouldn't walk away from that chamber with that championship.
Yes, and I am eternally thankful for him doing that, but tonight he does not have Tommy Hazard in the ring. He has Chris Princess, easily one of the most formidable opponents on the Vindication. Hell, even the CWL roster.
Definitely. I mean, you have to think when we've seen Princess, like the evolution of Chris Princess, starting from last season up to now. It's a completely different Princess, and everybody's always caught off guard.
Whoa, just like how Nitro was caught off guard there with that standing Dragon Rana.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Princess showing a bit of a athletic side that we usually don't see from him.
It's Endgame. You gotta bring out all the weapons.
Yes, and we'll probably see that later tonight with stuff like the tables, ladders, and chairs match that will be going on for the Twitch title. But now, it's Princess looking to retain his YouTube title, not even a 2 count though, this early into the match.
Especially here at Endgame, everybody always brings out their best, not only in attire, but also their best kind of foot forward. I can guarantee you, we're going to see a lot more resiliency from a lot more people here tonight.
That's very true, and Princess targeting the elbows of Nitro. Maybe trying to get rid of that Nitro boost lariat.
I mean, it makes absolute sense, and here we see Princess being Princess.
Yes, you mentioned being Princess, but I've got to feel in recent weeks, ever since he won the YouTube title, we've been seeing almost a different side from Chris Princess as he hits that blackjack there. But he seems a bit more, I guess, he seems to be taking these matches a lot more seriously than, the usual jovial Princess we know and love.
Yeah, I think, honestly, if I'm being honest, I have to think that Evil Dead match did a lot more for Princess that we anticipated to begin with.
Well, and it's not too far from when we saw him win the world title. Perhaps it's this feeling of owning a championship. It brings out a different side of Princess as he lands that punch right to the side of Nitro's jaw.
Have we ever really seen him throw a punch like that?
Oh, but we may not have seen a punch like that, but we've seen a couple moves like that one.
That's literally what it said in his contract whenever I signed him. It's just crotch-based offense, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? And it was by that time it was too late. His name was already there.
And I mean, low blows are technically banned in CWL, but if it's not a strike and it's just a grab, it is legal. And speaking of grab, Princess looking to grab Nitro from behind, maybe was looking for the true Purple Rainmaker there, but Nitro able to slip out of it.
Yes,
and there we see that step up Insecurity, that Insecurity that eliminated Hazard from the chamber, and now going into the cover. Did Nitro just steal one here? No.
Got a 2 count, but we're still, I would say, semi-early into this match. There's still got to be a lot more to happen, especially for a place like Endgame.
Yes, we're going to have to see some big moves from either man to look to put the other man away. And now, went for a bit of a head scissors there. The high-flying style of Nitro. And now Nitro going to the top rope, but he saw Princess had crawled to not a very advantageous place for him. Decided to run him off the ropes, trying to get a little arm lock locked in here. Now punches to the stomach of Nitro. Princess trying to get back into this one, sending Nitro to the outside. Maybe trying to ground the competitor. Can't really do many springboards or many high-flying moves when the risk is so great on the outside of the ring. Nitro realizes this and tries to get back inside.
And now here we go, back in the ring. Princess still in full control. Just kind of slamming Nitro there to the mat.
Yeah, so there we see it again. Princess setting him up for that standing moonsault. The athleticism from Chris Princess on display right now. And now looking to keep the high flyer grounded with this surfboard stretch. Pulling back on the arms, trying to get rid of that hammerlock lariat, that burnout lariat, but Nitro fled out of it for a moment, but Princess not giving him an inch. Sets him up. Oh, went for a lariat there, gets hung up on the second rope. What does Nitro have in mind here? A big knee to the chest of Chris Princess, and he is done. going to the top rope. Cody B looking for the Nitro boost. No, goes for a splash off the top. Is that enough? Is the mix-up enough to take out Chris Princess? No, just a 2 count. Nitro. I think he realized that Princess would have the Nitro boost scouted. Went for a mix-up there, but calling Chris Princess to his feet. Turns him around. Nitro boost DDT. Into the cover. Did we just see a new champion in the opening contest too? No. Chris Princess able to kick out.
Nitro's going to need to do a lot more than that.
DDT. Well, the Nitro DDT on Axon's side. The burnout DDT there from Jacob Nitro. But nonetheless, Princess able to escape. But Nitro not giving him a second to breathe. A big super kick rocking Chris Princess. And now, trying to pull him to his feet is Nitro. But Chris Princess shot to the gut, trying to build any sort of momentum right now. But Nitro with a strike of his own. And went for a drop kick, but Chris Princess now, a bit of a wrestling takedown there. We're seeing a completely sort of different side from Princess.
You know, you gotta ask yourself too, like, especially going into this match, how long it's been going so far. Who do you think has the edge right now?
Well, we've seen Jacob Nitro. We haven't really seen him go, into too many marathon contests, whereas Chris Princess, if we remember back to last year's Endgame, had one of the longest matches of the night in the tag team title match.
Oh, I still remember that match. That was probably one of our best tag team matches that we've had.
But right now, Chris Princess, he can't do it with a tag partner now. He's got to do it and now choking the life out of Jacob Nitro.
Maybe he's channeling that mask.
Yeah. Oh, but Nitro able to fight out of it, knee to the back. But a slap from Princess, able to get him some distance.
That's the kind of Princess that I know.
And now, what does he have in mind? Sending him to the outside. Oh, God, what does he have? No, wait, Princess, don't do it. Don't do it. Kill Squad Killer on the outside. Dear God.
Why would he do that?
His neck might be broken. You ask why I did it? It's all for the YouTube title. Princess willing to do anything to keep that title around his waist.
I mean, I know it's Endgame and all the weapons are supposed to come out, but you're not supposed to end people's careers here.
Yes, but Princess is willing to do just that. A pile driver off the apron onto the floor. That's a drop of at least a couple feet right onto your neck.
It's about a 5-foot drop right there, yeah.
And Princess now getting Nitro to the ring, and Nitro barely able to stand.
Okay, he's using the ropes to stand back up, but if I were Nitro, I'd throw in the towel right now.
And Nitro has to be completely just running on fumes at this point after taking that pile driver to the outside. And now Princess, deadlift position, deadlift, German suplex.
That's power.
What does he have in mind here? Calling Nitro to his feet. He is halfway across the ring. What does Chris Princess have in mind? Oh, went for the double axe handle. Instead, turns him around into almost a corkscrew Russian leg sweep there.
And that's definitely just a fake out by Princess right there.
Oh, but now calling him up from the second rope. Goes up and over. Lifting him up. Sparkle bomb to Jacob Nitro. And that could be it. Is that all she wrote for Jacob Nitro? 1, 2, no! How did he kick out?
It's Endgame. This is what it's all about.
He took a pile driver to the outside. The Sparkle Bomb, one of the most devastating moves in CWL. We haven't seen that in months. But now, there it is, a DDT. The burnout DDT to Chris Princess. That's going to be it. We have ourselves a new champion in Jacob Nitro. And no!
Nitro visibly frustrated with the referee right there, but I think that was the right call.
What is it going to take to put either of these men down? And now Princess trying to slow down the pace of the match. Not wanting to give Jacob Nitro an inch right now.
I think slowing down the pace here is a really good idea, especially with the damage that Princess just took, especially with the damage that Jacob Nitro just took. But Nitro taking the fight back to Princess one more time.
Well, went for it seemed like a cutter there, but Princess had it scouted, and now grabbing Nitro where the sun don't shine. And we see Princess back in his wheelhouse a little bit. Another straight right to the side of Princess's jaw. And now into the cover. Is Nitro knocked out from that punch? And Princess able to outlast Jacob Nitro in this contest.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the more brutal matches that we've seen from Chris Princess. And Jacob Nitro tried to bring it, but unfortunately, tonight was just not his night.
I think it was just a matter of, we talked earlier about how Jacob Nitro not used to these very long marathon matches. I think it was just a matter of, by the time he hit that final Panama DDT, that burnout DDT, that was all he had left. He was completely out of it at that point, and Princess was able to capitalize and pick up the win.
The winner of the match, and still your YouTube champion, Chris Princess.
Well, the thought section will definitely be going home happy here tonight, as Chris Princess retains his title in our opening contest. We've still got 13 more matches left to go, Mr. Cameron.
13. Oh man, we're in for I shouldn't say rough. We're in for a fun night. It's gonna be great. Especially with this upcoming match right here. You know, they say that all matches for Endgame are big, but there is no bigger match than this right here, in my opinion. BMS has answered the challenge from this new person that we have brought onto CWL. What do you think about this match?
Well, BMS, definitely a formidable competitor, former world champion, but at the same time, whenever there's a debuting superstar, you have no tape to work off of, you have nothing to work off of. We don't know. This guy could be a total buster, or he could be the next coming of Starfield. It's going to be very interesting to see what he does, especially since his debut is being made at the biggest stage we have.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 236 pounds. From Scarsdale, New York, BMS, Brandon Michael Smith.
BMS, the money man, the man who really has a quite the I think they could call it the come up in year 2. I mean, at the start, well, at the end of year 1, I mean, he had just gotten back his job, and now he has made this year of competition count. Now a former world champion, one of the most dominant competitors on the Nemesis roster. This is going to be quite the tough task for whoever's, facing him here tonight.
You know, I have to think, like, a guy like BMS, you have to be a special kind of person to call this kind of superstar out, especially at a stage like Endgame. I don't think this is a smart idea by this new guy.
Yes, could be a bit of a mistake, could be quite the embarrassment if you just get destroyed by BMS on the biggest stage possible. This is where all eyes are on. You've got to perform up to task here tonight. Will he be able to do it? Because BMS looks readier than ever.
And his opponent, from New York, Alexander.
So here we see the new guy. He told me to keep his name a secret up until the until the night of Endgame. So here we introduce you to Alexander. The one thing he told me when he signed his contract was that he wanted BMS for his first match. He wanted him at Endgame. They have a storied rivalry from New York. I think it's not really a physical rivalry rather than a name rivalry, because he was sure that he wanted this for the pride of New York.
Yes, well, you probably know a bit more about him than I would as the person who signed him. What can you tell me about Alexander that you do know?
He told me that he wanted to fight for the people. That is why he came through the crowd. He wants to make sure that the people know his name and the people are ready for a new CWL.
Well, definitely trying to show it to BMS. Starting off hot right now with that drop kick out of the gate, but BMS targeting the leg early on. And this is going to be what is so dangerous about BMS. I mean, if he could just target any one limb throughout the match, it'll be a very easy tap out for whoever his opponent is. So Alexander, though, not deterred by this opponent, currently got him up, arm drag from across the ring to BMS. And now, BMS up for a jawbreaker. Alexander not able to get too much going. It's been very back and forth. No one able to get a clear amount of momentum in the early goings. As he now sends him to the outside. I thought we couldn't see him in the apron pile driver there for a moment. But Alexander, what does he have in mind here? Goes through the ropes into a big wrecking ball drop kick to BMS. Now BMS trying to get back into it, but now it's Alexander targeting the legs of Brandon Michael Smith, and Brandon Michael Smith just lays him out. Nothing fancy there about that clothesline. And these two just going back and forth, but Alexander getting in before the 20 count is up. And these two trading strikes, BMS trying to work that arm, setting him up maybe later on for that BMS special number 1 or number 2.
Actually, I just talked to BMS recently. He told me that those are no longer the names of his moves. He changed them to something else.
Oh, really? What would that be?
I'm honestly not sure. It was a really long talk. We were talking Endgame, and it was just madness. But he wanted us to know that he's a man of higher class now.
Okay, then. Well, currently extending that arm, using it against Alexander, and right now he has this high flyer grounded. As we saw earlier with that wrecking ball drop kick.
It makes sense to ground this new guy because we don't know his style. You say high flying, but he could be a brawler. You say high flying, but he could be technical. We don't know too much about this new guy, but anybody that you ground... I'm
just going off what I saw.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. But anybody that you ground, it makes total sense, because if you keep them grounded, what are they going to do except just kind of kick and punch from the ground?
Well, right now it could be Alexander that taps out, but able to fight out of it. Trying to get himself back into this one. BMS, though, having grounded for a long time there. We could see that come into play as we saw he went for a back elbow, not able to get all of it he wanted. That could possibly be because of the damage that has been done already by BMS.
For sure. Anybody that you kind of want to, for a new person that we've never seen before, just your bread and butter is usually what works. But here we see the armbar by BMS.
The BMS special number 1, that will probably be a changed name, but I don't know it just yet. And now Alexander able to fight out of it, though.
That right there shows that he's been scouting BMS. He knows BMS.
Yes, and BMS, though, continuing to target the leg, and now looking to set him up. Russian leg sweep into that octopus hold.
This is how he retired Taurus Fire.
And this could be how he beats Alexander here tonight. Alexander trying to grab a hold of that rope, but just having his hand under it won't be enough. BMS, so I think he realized Alexander was escaping and decided to release the hold to not give up the advantage. Oh, but feet on the rope for leverage here. BMS still not able to get the pinfall. Now Alexander just trying desperately to get something going, but not able to do anything just yet. And continuing to target that arm.
That arm is definitely going to come into play later on. I guarantee it.
Yes. A very back and forth matchup so far. Now Alexander trying to get back into this one with some lariats into the corner. Huge splash. Off the rope, starts the clothesline on another clothesline of his own. Alexander getting back into this one.
So now we've been here for probably like a good 5-7 minutes watching this match. What are your first impressions of this guy right here?
Well, Alexander is certainly resilient, able to escape multiple submission holds from BMS, but right now, though, we have not gotten too much to see of him, as BMS has been very controlling throughout this match.
And here now we see them on the outside. What does Alexander got in mind here?
Yes, what's he got in mind? Kick to the stomach, and a big, almost a cravat neck breaker there.
I think that's the move he told me about. I think he wants to call that the Revolution.
Well, definitely saw a couple evolutions with that flip there, and now going to the top rope. A big elbow drop to the back of BMS, and a stomp to the back to follow up.
You know, now I'm just curious. He knows that this is a competition where he has to beat BMS inside the ring. Why would he pull off such a maneuver on the outside?
Well, it could be almost to try and regain some ground in terms of the amount of things done. I mean, BMS has been very controlling through that match. You need to pull off some big moves. And as you know, one of the most dangerous spots to be is on the outside. Maybe looking to make BMS as hurt as he is right now. And then we see a backbreaker elbow combination as BMS was hung up to dry in those second ropes.
Half Nelson Bulldog. That's the second time we've seen that from Alexander.
Yes, and now could this be the move that gets him the win? Did we just see an upset here at Endgame? 2. No, BMS not wanting to be denied, not wanting to lose to this rookie on his debut match on the grandest stage of them all.
You imagine just what this win could mean for Alexander to beat a former world champion on your
We
first
might not
night
have
here.
to imagine it as he hits the Revolution into the cover. That could be enough. Did we just see the upset? No. Alexander launched the Revolution there, but BMS able to survive. And now rolling through, locking in the materia. But Alexander able to fight out of it. Able to fight out the materia there. And now, Northern Lights suplex, an amazing Northern Lights suplex. A great bridge from Alexander. Now into the cover too. No.
You know, I think the one thing that we've learned about Alexander here from just his first showing, this kid has resiliency. And as I mentioned earlier, at Endgame, everybody brings out their best. But if this is his first showing, is it just Endgame, or is this how this kid is really going to compete as we head into Season 3?
That's going to be something we'll have to figure out as we go along, but we see that Wrecking Ball dropkick wrecking BMS at the moment, but these two still just going back and forth. Alexander into the corner, big knee, and now laying in the stomps. Got him hung up on the bottom rope, and a big guillotine leg drop to BMS.
Now here he goes to the top rope, perhaps?
Oh, no,
Trying
choosing
to
to
decide the best angle, I think.
trying to stay on the outside a little bit, maybe showing off a little bit to the crowd, but now this is not the time to be showing off. This is Endgame. This is your debut, and this is BMS you're going up against. This ain't no, Dower Ranger, who's a pretty easy contest for most people. This is a former world champion. And now we see BMS shooting him off the ropes, lifts him up in a huge gut buster. That could be it. The win might be knocked out of Alexander. No. What's it going to take to put down the debuting superstar? Alexander lifts him to his feet, and then we see a half Nelson face buster once again. And into a cover, that could be enough. Alexander picks up the win at Endgame in his debut.
That is a statement made right there.
That is quite the upset here as Alexander, an absolute no one before tonight, but now able to pick up the win.
You know, I think to beat BMS on your debut on this kind of stage, I think we're going to see a lot of big things from Alexander coming into Season 3.
But credit to BMS, he had to go into this match not knowing who his opponent is, no tape to study on. and he held his own and nearly won this match a multitude of times. So it's Alexander able to start the
winner of the
revolution
match.
here tonight.
Alexander.
We've had quite the start to Endgame 2 so far, and got to say that this is not just the start of Endgame 2, but the start of Alexander's career. Things are looking great for the CWL in the future.
You know, BMS should definitely hold his head high. Like you said, he had no tape. He had nothing to come into this match, and he still put on a great thing. But
And
speaking of great things, here we go with the first match of the Dragon King saga.
yes, speaking of great matches, this one promises to be a classic. We've got two of the heaviest strikers in the CWL, Noah Morgan and DH, going at it. And at this time last year, both of them were champions. Now, neither of them are champions, and they're locked in this war between the Dragon King and his Chosen and the Dragon Slayers and FBA.
The following match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 206 pounds, DH.
Make his way down to the ring. One of the most dangerous men in the CWL, DH, and it ain't for nothing. Last year, at Endgame, he faced 5 other men in a Twitch title match, and he had no way of winning. He would have had to be 5 people on his own, and somehow came out with the win. Now he's got one man in his way, one of the Chosen and Noah Morgan, and I've got to say, this is going to be a brutal one.
Yeah, I mean, not only one of the chosen ones, but the last time we had this match was actually when Morgan revealed
And
his true
his
colors.
opponent, weighing 207 pounds, from Gladstone, Queensland, Australia, Noah Morgan.
And you brought up the last match between the two, Mr. Chairman, and I've got to say, last time these two faced off, it was Noah Morgan who picked up the win over DH.
You know, that's when he showed us that he was with Matsumoto, that he sided with the Dragon King. And I don't know, I think now that we've seen what the Dragon King and all his influence can do, I think DH has the edge here, and I think DH is going to be the one to bring Noah Morgan down.
We could very well see that tonight, and this is not, like we said earlier, this is the first of 3 matches between the Chosen and the Dragon King and the Dragon Slayers and FBA, as later on we have the Misfits going one-on-one with Evil Dead or possibly Paris. Things have been very mysterious between the two lately, and then Michael Young going at it, and then of course later on, the two leaders of these two warring factions, the Dragon King and Frank Victoria Anderson. But right now, we've got the strikers, we've got the most brutal men in either of the groups going one-on-one. Let's get it started.
I think brutal is going to be understating it, especially when you talk about a hard-hitting affair.
There we see the elbows and the kicks to start things off. And then we went for a bicycle kick to DH. Noah Morgan able to get out of the way and just flinging him down onto his neck. Thought he was maybe going for a follow, maybe trying to send him across the ring, but no, all that force right down onto the neck. But DH not letting them face him there and eat defeat to Noah Morgan.
Now we see DH wearing the bright red colors. I don't think we've actually ever seen him wear anything other than blue, have we?
No, and Noah Morgan, I don't think he's ever worn anything that is too bright in the past, and I don't think he's changing that here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Noah Morgan, he's just here for a fight. That's literally all he's here for. Matsumoto was the one that spoke his language, and we've actually seen somehow a bigger edge to Noah Morgan here recently.
Yes, but DH not letting it get to him. These men very back and forth in the early goings and spilling to the outside. The bell clap and some strikes, the fast strikes. DH, and there we see him just get tossed like a sack of shit across the ring. Or across the outside of the ring, sorry. DH now kick to the back of the head, able to get in it, but Noah Morgan able to get back into the ring. These two very evenly matched. As we see some chops from DH trying to keep his distance, and now flipping over Noah Morgan, the strength of DH on display. Noah Morgan is not a small man.
Yeah, definitely. Noah, I think, weighs like 280, 300 pounds almost.
Yes, but on the ground, doesn't matter how much you weigh when DH can just strike you like that. And now went for a leg drop onto the back, but might have tweaked his knee there on the landing.
Now we see Noah Morgan starting to let loose with those drop kicks.
And that could be the turning point. We saw DH go for that leg drop onto the back of Noah Morgan, and although he did connect, he seemed to have tweaked his leg. And I think Noah Morgan's going to take advantage of that now.
Here we see DH kick out right there real quick, not even a 1 count. Kind of sending a message to Noah Morgan that he will not just fall down.
Yeah, so DH trying to get back into this one. Noah Morgan down on the ground once more, and got to say, both these men, you have a feeling whoever wins this match, could that put them in line for Chris Princess's YouTube title?
I would say yes, but you also have to keep in mind that we're about to switch locker rooms here shortly.
Well then, it could be up for Chris Princess's title, or whoever wins the Twitch title match. Heck, see, one of these two could go for the world title, possibly.
Absolutely.
At the start of season 3.
Absolutely. I don't think that is too far-fetched.
Yes, it's been a while since we've seen DH hold any form of gold, and I don't think Noah Morgan's ever won a singles title here, but we see the DHT from DH trying to show like he should be champion right now, and just laying in the clubbing strikes to Noah Morgan.
It shows right there that he's not going to take it easy on Noah Morgan just because they were friends at one point. This Dragon King saga that we've been talking about has turned Noah Morgan into quite the monster.
Yes, but DH up to the top, Meteora right onto Noah Morgan's head, and now into the corner. We've seen him use this before to become multi-time Twitch champion. Big boot. That's gonna be it. DH picks up the first one. No! I thought he had the win there.
I'm telling you, Noah Morgan is not going to just lie down and take this loss easy.
Yes, now trying to get back into this one does Morgan. Kick to the side. Not too much strength behind it, but now Noah Morgan trying to get back into this one. Let me see a hammerlock lariat to DH.
And he spun him out completely.
Yeah, setting him inside out. Back could be enough to put him away. No. Noah Morgan got to be wondering, what is it going to take to put this man down? Oh, and then we see a big trip there from DH. And Noah Morgan wisely running to the outside, or rolling to the outside, may I say. Oh, but DH following him out there with that fist drop, but he may have re-aggravated that knee from earlier in the match.
Yeah, DH is not going to just let the fight stop just because it went to the outside. We said this is going to be brutal, and they're living up to that.
And there we see him slamming against the announce table. DH, though, you've got to wonder if the knee is currently at 100% after those two bad landings. Especially that bad landing to the outside. Noah Morgan trying to get back into the ring, trying to get, a bit of an advantage here, the high ground, but DH hanging him up on the top rope. And now lifting him up. And a gut buster from DH. I don't think DH is done. Rocket kick to the side of the head. Now going to the top rope. What does DH have in mind? And that front flip leg drop. DH goes into the cover. Is that enough? 1, 2, to which no.
Right at the last second, Noah Morgan gets his shoulders up. Right there at that last second.
Noah Morgan refusing to stay down. DH, another knee strike to the head. Not laying up on Noah Morgan at all. Turns him around, knee to the head, and a discus clothesline.
I think he's trying to match him strike for strike here.
Oh, but Morgan sends him up and over. Now Noah sends him. Oh, looks like he was sent off the ropes, but no, a power slam. And there's what Noah Morgan has. The DH doesn't. That power advantage. As we see these stiff strikes, that running tackle ducks the clothesline, and it's a flying lariat. Now, punch to the gut and some kicks. Not letting DH out of that corner.
Smart idea. Just keep smothering him, especially this late into the match where fatigue is starting to set in.
And now whipping him off the top rope, landing on his arm to DH. That could affect the striking power later on. But now, to go to hell. Into the cover. Noah Morgan sends a message here tonight. Beating DH, taking everything that DH had to offer and more, but picking up the win.
That right there puts Matsumoto's group ahead. And all I'm going to say is that it really puts everything on, all the pressure on Michael Young and FBA.
And now, with Noah Morgan having beat DH here, and with Chris Princess as YouTube champion, could we see the Fabulous Furious Freaks meet up for the YouTube title in future? It'll be very interesting to see what happens, but Noah Morgan taking up the win here tonight.
The winner of the match, Noah Morgan.
A good start for Matsumoto and his chosen. And Noah Morgan picks up a big win here tonight at Endgame, the biggest event of the year. And gotta say, as things move on, we'll have to see how the rest of the night goes. But here we see Daniel Chandler from them. Oh God! Blackjack Carter attacking Daniel Chandler. These two are supposed to be part of the Disciples.
What's going on here?
Well, it appears whatever issues these two have has not been resolved. Speaking of unresolved issues, tonight we decide who's the next in line for the open weight title, as these four women have been proving themselves all year long. Finally get a chance to earn a title shot at the first pay-per-view of Season 3.
We got two former Vindication Women's Champions. We've got two others that have challenged for these championships before. This is talent all around, and all these ladies deserve a shot at the Openweight Championship. But only one can earn it.
Yes, they may all deserve it. Only one will get it. Who will leave disappointed here tonight, and who will leave contender?
The following match is a fatal four-way match for #1 contendership of the CWL Openweight title. Introducing first, weighing 174 pounds, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Evie Rush.
And Evie Rush make their way down to the ring. Amazing year for this debut superstar, but you know, he is a former world champion. Some have questioned whether or not that title win was a fluke, considering she was not able to defend it. But tonight, she looks to prove the doubt is wrong. She looks to prove that she is one of the best that Vindication has to offer, and she's looking to get back into that title hunt.
You know, I'm one of those doubters, like I said on Vindication earlier, and I'm doing this. Hashtag cup of coffee. She needs to step it up if she really wants to be the #1 contender, even if she does have that label of former world champion.
And opponents, weighing 135 pounds, from San Jose, California, Davina Rose.
Well, coming down to the ring, it was supposed to be Davina Rose, and the announcing said Davina Rose, but it appears things have got different here. This appears to be Valencia making her way down to the ring, and we saw Davina Rose snap after her victory against Selena Adams on Vindication, and could this be the product of that, breaking point?
I think with what we're seeing here, it's kind of just leading to more questions rather than answers. And as you said, she wants to be known as Valencia now. What exactly does this mean for what we know of Davina Rose?
Well, she definitely still appears to be Davina Rose defensive name, but Valencia, you've got to wonder what's she got in store for us tonight. I mean, will we still see the same style of offense, or is this going to be a completely new person almost?
I think compared to the attack that we saw to Selena Adams last week at Vindication, I think we're going to see a more in-your-face and brutal style to this Valencia, if you will.
Weighing 160 pounds, from Denton, Texas, Andrea.
Andrea, make your way down to the ring. Definitely an exciting year for the Judas of the White Lotus, as she likes to call herself. And I mean, I said it right there. She usurped Kel Valen from the White Lotus, made it a group of her own, and nearly took that title from Kel Valen, but was not able to get the job done. Now, she looks to become openweight champion. And she could do it with a win here tonight, and then beating whoever wins the openweight title match later on.
Weighing 130 pounds, from Salem, Massachusetts, Marilyn Benson.
Blood's running through my veins like it's cocaine. We always move fast, never in the slow lane. Enough foreplay, baby, that's my domain. Don't wait, take the wheel and we can go play. Oh, you a bad girl,
As Marilyn Benson make your entrance, looking to get the party started here at Wembley. I've got to say, she's been on quite the run ever since taking Carolyn Hale's spot in the Supremacy Cup. Put up quite the okay record for herself in that cup, and it's been on a winning streak ever since.
Is it a smart idea to wear a flag like that here in London?
I didn't think of that part at first, but I mean, hey, July 4th was like a week or so ago. I'm sure it's fine.
I don't think that's a day that's celebrated here in London.
Well, regardless, one of these women will be celebrating by the end of this match. Who is it going to be? Valencia, Andrea, Evie Rush, and Marilyn Benson. Let's get this thing going.
And look at that, right off the bat, Nemesis versus Vindication, both sides.
And Nemesis stands tall as we get things started.
As it should be.
Hey, I mean, you're not supposed to show bias here. I mean, you're the champ.
I'm sorry, I get carried away sometimes.
Yes, but Andrea going into the ring with Evie Rush now lifts her up. Oh, suplex there, converting it around. Back suplex.
But we got to keep in mind, this is not elimination. This is first fall to a finish. The first lady that pins another person is the one that walks away with the number one contendership.
Yes, and now, Marilyn Benson kick to the gut of Davina Rose. Goes for the roundhouse, blocked by, I keep saying Davina Rose, it's Valencia. Sorry, I'm so used to it. For 2 years, this has been, the fan favorite, the person that was the mainstay of Vindication, and now we have this much darker person in Valencia.
I think it's actually kind of funny that Valencia's the one that ends up being the one showing up to Endgame, because then what we said last week still holds true. Davina Rose has never made it to Endgame.
Yeah. Isn't that a cool bit of irony as Marilyn Benson, though, super kick to Valencia. Now, big elbow shots of these two going at it. Tilt-a-whirl DDT, but you gotta keep in mind, inside of the ring where a pinfall could actually happen, Evie Rush the first DDT to Andrea. And now going to the top rope. We can see Evie Rush end this quickly here. Oh, goes for a corkscrew splash, but it appears Andrea had it ready. Got the knees up, and now is back in control. Oh, and commentators first. Evie Rush is the one back in control. Up and a big drop kick. All the action is spilt inside of the ring now. Oh, and Evie Rush now going after the person that technically took that title from her in Valencia when she was Davina Rose. This whole thing is quite confusing.
It is, but it's because it's a new thing. It makes sense. Valencia just trying to show us that Davina Rose is dead. Maybe that's why the face paint's there. I don't know if that's going to be a mainstay or that's just an endgame thing. But, I mean, Valencia, whatever she does, she's still Davina Rose, and she's still the great competitor that we know.
Yeah, so we saw Marilyn Benson go shoulder first into that post. Might make it a bit hard to get that Benson bomb or that super Flux Falcon Arrow combination she likes to go for. And now, kick to the gut from Evie Rush and a kick to the head from Andrea. And now a kick to the head of her own from Evie Rush. These two delivering the pain in this matchup. No woman has gotten off to a clear advantage or disadvantage so far into this matchup. It has been pure chaos since the opening bell.
For sure. I mean, when you think about a fatal four-way, you think of chaos, because there's going to be pinfalls like the one right now by Andrea, and Evie Rush tries to break it up. Oh, all right. Benson pushes Evie right into the pin. That's what you got to do to make sure that the other people don't win.
Yeah, Evie Rush could do it. So Marilyn Benson said, "I'll do it for you." And now it looks like Benson's looking to end this matchup now. Lifts her up, quarterback position. Benson bomb connects.
She normally goes for a pin there, but I think she wanted to get the leg, but Andrea's just too close.
Oh, and a sling blade to Andrea. And Marilyn Benson showing off here. Remember, it was last year she competed in a triple threat to become number one contender for the women's title. Lost that one to Riley Reeves. Now looking for some redemption here tonight.
I mean, I think this is her best chance. She has the momentum with her, but matching that kip up with her own kip up of herself is Evie Rush.
Oh, but Valencia interjecting into this battle between the two. But Marilyn Benson able to escape the suplex, but not able to escape Evie Rush. There we see that sit out, almost like a reverse tombstone there from Andrea, but not able to get the cover.
Evie Rush has now twice tried to break up a pin and failed because she was just a little short. Could that cost her later on in the match?
It could very well cost her indeed, but you gotta remember, maybe a bit more, ready for this multi-woman match would be Evie Rush. She had to win a triple threat to get here.
I mean, Andrea had to win the last woman standing match. I think that's a lot more brutal than a triple threat, in my opinion.
True, but it's also a matter of, being able to adapt to that multi-woman situation. And Andrea able to get the win, though, with those super kicks. Marilyn Benson not able to stop it in time.
She was just about an inch short from our perspective. I saw her arm just be literally an inch short.
Yes, and Andrea now, she'll either get a chance of redemption no matter who becomes champion here tonight. She has lost to both Scout McKenzie and Holly Queen in recent weeks, but now looking to avenge that.
The winner of the match and your new #1 contender, Andrea.
A big win for Andrea and a big win for the White Lotus here tonight. And now we move on to our second match, probably one of the most, if not the most personal match on the Endgame card, as Michael Young goes one-on-one dead.
Yeah, I mean, you say personal. We all saw what happened whenever Evil Dead, or as we knew him then, Harris, didn't show up to the tag team title match that they had. Michael Young won that match. They should be tag team champions right now, but everything got heated and it just didn't happen.
They very well should be tag champs, but possibly because of the Dragon King's influence, Evil Dead has returned, and now we get to see this all come to a head here tonight.
The following match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 253 pounds, from Melbourne, Australia, the Australian Assassin, Michael Young.
The Aussie Assassin making his way down to the ring, and it has been a rough year too for Michael Young, as he has received probably the most success and the most, hardship at the same time throughout his career.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those talents that all the fans absolutely adore. They know who Michael Young is, but yet he can't put it all together and call himself champion. The one night which was going to be probably the best night was the night that Harris disappeared. And therefore, he was unable to capture the tag team championships because, they're tag team championships. And he didn't have a tag team partner. And it's a whole convoluted situation. I know he definitely wants to let all those frustrations out. But at the same time, he doesn't want to hurt his friend. But his friend is kind of not there. It's a weird situation.
Yes, quite weird indeed, but could Michael Young maybe beat some sense into Evil Dead here tonight?
His opponent, from parts unknown, weighing 250 pounds, Evil Dead.
Oh, alright, hold on. I think I have to take a closer look at my monitor. Is that a Harris mask? Or what is that? That looks like Harris.
I mean, last year at Endgame when he faced Cario, Harris wore an Evil Dead mask to the ring, and now maybe Evil Dead just wants to, return the compliment.
I don't know, man. With this music that we're hearing right now, this is Harris' theme song, but it's also kind of like sounding creepy and kind of slowed down. I don't know. I think Evil Dead is just sending a very, very clear message that Harris is dead and he's gonna win this match.
Why do people keep like dying? This keeps happening. We see this happen with Valencia killing the version of Self-Defeating Rose. Now Evil Dead killing Harris. Michael Young though looks ready to get into this one, and Evil Dead charges right at him.
Right there with that knee, but Michael Young not taking it and going with a knee of his own.
This is going to be an insanely personal matchup. DDT position, but no, gets flipped over there.
You know, if you're Michael Young and you have your friend right across the ring from you, what's your strategy? Like, how much damage can you do? Are you going to try and take his head off like you normally do? Or, I don't know. What's your strategy?
I mean, at this point, if I'm Michael Young, like, you've got to just give it all you got, because that is not Harris. That is not his friend standing across from him. That's Evil Dead. That's the person who has been making his life a living hell for the last couple months. And now he's looking to make his life a living hell with that spine buster.
Yeah, I mean, you say it's not his friend, but behind Evil Dead, behind that persona that we see every single week, it is Harris. We got that confirmed. It's definitely him.
Well, right now, it looks like Michael Young's showing no insecurity about attacking Evil Dead, as he's taking the fight to this man throughout the matchup. He is not letting him breathe.
So far, it's been non-stop, but just how long can they go without stopping? Every human does have their limit.
Yes, well, right now, Rings of Saturn applied. We've seen this before from Evil Dead, trying to just wear down Michael Young, sap the energy out, and you sap the power, you sap the speed away from the Aussie Assassin.
And here we saw Evil Dead going for a cutter, but Michael Young getting the upper hand. That mask is freaking me out, man.
Yes, well, Michael Young goes to the top rope, but Evil Dead, with the size of Evil Dead, him standing straight up is about the size of Michael Young on the top. And speaking on the top, a pedigree from the top rope. And that could be it. That could be also over Michael Young, but no, not even a 2 count.
That just shows how much Michael Young wants his friend back. He is not just going to take this down, lying down easy.
Cool. An elbow to the head, and now getting sent to the outside. Now Evil Dead picking up Michael Young, picking up the pieces, but Young trying to fight back here, but gets laid out with that clothesline. And it appears to be Evil Dead that wanted to get back into the ring, not wanting to stay on the outside. And now, lifting him up, Buster to Evil Dead. And now, Michael Young using the brainbuster to get back into it, trying to slow down the pace of the match, but Evil Dead reversing that headlock on him. Now, went for a German suplex there that Evil Dead, but Michael Young able to block it. Now, powerbomb position. What does Evil Dead have in mind? Maybe he was looking to send him out of the ring there with that powerbomb, but Young able to fight out of it. And a kick to the gut, though. Evil Dead, neither of these men actually are giving each other an inch to breathe.
And again, Michael Young is so dead set on getting his friend back. Why would you give this monster any room to breathe?
Yes, but Michael Young now sending Evil Dead to the outside, looking to inflict maybe some more punishment to Evil Dead. No, just calling him back into the ring. Maybe I guess he's just looking for a breather.
Maybe he's calling for Harris.
Yes, well, Michael Young lifts him up, fall-away slam, and just tosses him across the ring. Just looking to attack the arm, trying to take the strength out of Evil Dead. And now up to the top rope. What does Michael Young have in mind? A big flying elbow drop right across the chest. And that could be it. No, just a 2 count.
That was beautiful form right there on that elbow drop from the top rope.
And Young not giving Evil Dead a chance to move. And now kick to the gut. And a big exploder suplex. Now Young setting up in the corner. Maybe looking for the punch on Evil Dead. Evil Dead able to get to his feet. Another exploder sending him across the ring.
We kind of saw Evil Dead crawling around there. Could he kind of be snapping back into reality?
Yes, but Young fighting still against Evil Dead. Evil Dead not letting Young get any sort of momentum here, but Young with the power bomb, the Irwin bomb to Evil Dead, that could be enough. And Michael Young, no, but it leads into a Boston Crab. And he taps. Michael Young has tapped out Evil Dead and has tied this series between the Dragon King and the Dragon Slayers to one apiece.
That was definitely a brutal fight. I think it's going to stand up there along with DH and Noah Morgan as probably one of the most brutal fights that we've seen here at Endgame. But the question remains, does this get Harris back?
Well, we'll have to see. Michael Young definitely held nothing back against Evil Dead. There was no inhibitions, no insecurities. Michael Young came to fight here, and fight he did.
The winner of the match, the Australian Assassin, Michael Young.
The Aussie Assassin picking up his first Endgame victory here at Endgame 2 and tying up the series. That means that the match between Frank Victoria Anderson and Matsumoto here later on tonight is going to be for all the marbles to see which faction is the best ever since Matsumoto set his sights on Frank Victoria Anderson. Now, we will keep you as updated as we can on this Evil Dead situation, but I think our answer will come in Season 3, as it looks like Michael Young is ready to get his Misfits partner back and chase after those tag team championships. But and speaking of the tag team championships, Mr. Alexander Shaw, what do we got?
We've got the Order getting one more chance for the tag titles after going undefeated in the tag team qualifier against the luckiest men in the qualifier, who went 0-2 and then got a match against the champions and won to get here at Endgame in Star Destroyer.
The following match is a tag team match set for 1 fall and is for the CWL Tag Team Championship.
Order making their way into the ring, and what a year it has been. Ace Anderson debuting, and at the start of the year, and Ricky Valentine, I mean, he was main eventing Endgame this time last year, and now a Twitch title reign, and, well, a last haircut later, he is now fighting for the tag team titles.
You know, with a victory here, Ricky Valentine makes himself the next CWL Triple Crown champion. As you said, he's held the Twitch Championship. He's held the Nemesis Heavyweight Championship, and now he sets his sights on the Tag Team Championships, and it's against the former enemy of his in the Starfield and the new kid, Dylan Vincent.
I mean, but we really can't call him the new kid. I mean, you talk about Triple Crown teams, you got the likes of Tommy Hazard, Chris Princess, and Dylan Vincent himself as Triple Crown champions. And Dylan Vincent, when we talk about good years, started the year winning the Discord title and then held it for a couple months seemingly unbeatable, and then not long after he lost and won the world title. This has been quite the year for this man.
Yeah, definitely. And he somehow found a partnership with Starfield, as they called them. As I guess he kind of saw himself. Starfield saw himself in Dylan Vincent, because we know Starfield as that one guy that just had the quote-unquote reign of terror in Season 1. He looked amazing. He looked to be undefeatable. And then Sergeant Hunter just pulls that rug right from underneath him, and Midsummer Mayhem won.
Yes, but it did not take long for Starfield to get back into it. He continued that reign of terror only 2 weeks later, or not 2 weeks, only 4 weeks later, but it was actually Ricky Valentine who finally brought the end to Starfield. And although he has won a world title this year, and now the tag title, Starfield, though, some question, whether or not he's got the same stuff he used to.
I'd like to think so. That kind of talent doesn't just leave you, it stays, and especially whenever, I would say the comfort of knowing you're that good sometimes makes you a little too cocky, where people can't catch up to you and catch you off guard.
Introducing first, the challengers, at a combined weight of 447 pounds. The gorgeous Ricky Valentine and Ace Anderson, the Order. And the champions, the Starfield and Dylan Vincent, the Star Destroyers.
That's what it's all about, the tag team titles. And these will be Ace Anderson and Dylan Vincent starting things off.
You know what's a really crazy thing to think about? Ace Anderson has been here for almost a year now. He has held no gold. How is that possible?
I mean, Harris has been here for 2 years and he's never held a title.
Yes, but that's Harris, and this is Ace Anderson. Ace Anderson is a phenomenal competitor. No disrespect to Harris, but...
That sounds like disrespect to Harris.
No disrespect to Harris. But it's Ace Anderson. He came in hot, he came in ready, and he's, not a hardcore wrestler. Hardcore wrestlers have a little bit of a hard time actually wrestling, so to speak. But it's Ace Anderson. How has he not been champion yet?
Well, I think it might be a matter of we've seen it before with some people, but it might be a bit of Icarus syndrome from Ace Anderson. He got so high up the card so fast. I think he got a world title match within the first 6 months of his being here, but it could just be a matter of he wasn't ready, the pressure got to him, and he hasn't been able to, seal the deal. Now, he's had a year to build himself up, build up that confidence. He might be able to overcome that pressure here tonight.
We'll see about that. Again, not only is Ace Anderson's first possible title reign looming, but we also have the distinction of Ricky Valentine being a Triple Crown champion on the line. They're going to want to bring it to make sure that those things happen.
Yes, but also got to remember that these two teams technically faced off on the final match of Nemesis last week, and it was Ricky Valentine that actually got pinned in that match, I believe.
It definitely was.
It's a big 8-man tag to close out the show. Ricky Valentine and Ace Anderson on the losing side, and Star Destroyer, although they didn't get too into the match, definitely did pick up the win for their team.
Yeah, but you have to think, that's an 8-person match, and this is just your regular, traditional 2-on-2 tag team match.
Yes, but also you've got to keep in mind that Ricky Valentine probably still feeling the effects of that match, and definitely feeling the effects of these strikes from Dylan Vincent.
Dylan Vincent trying to get fired up. As you said, he is the Triple Crown champion, and that he did that in 1 year. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, some people haven't even gotten 2 titles yet, much less 3 different titles for the Triple Crown. And now though, Ricky Valentine looking to join that group, and he might do it here with his Hangman's face buster off the top rope.
I like Ricky Valentine. I've always been a fan of this guy, but you know he had a rough year too. I hope that he ends it on a high note here.
Well, I mean, winning the Twitch title, definitely a good thing to happen, and almost had a good win there with the shoulder breaker, but yes, definitely not able to reach the same heights he did in year 1. And now Ricky Valentine, though, calling Dylan Vincent to his feet. Now, kick to the gut. We could see it here. St. Valentine's Day Massacre to Dylan Vincent. And now into the cover. Starfield, though, is there to break it up. But Ace Anderson takes out Starfield. And now Ricky Valentine looking to show off a little bit. Knockout wise, though, is Dylan Vincent able to capitalize on that? Gets up to his feet, and now Dylan Vincent's the one doing the showboat.
I mean, again, it makes sense. He wants to stick it to Ricky Valentine. He wants to keep those championships. What better way than to get your opponent's head like that?
Yes, now ducks close on a super kick from Dylan Vincent. And now calling Starfield up to his feet. It's not calling Valentine up to his feet, but Valentine, he might be out there. Goes on there. Schoolboy, no. Flips up into an insecurity Vincent. That high striking offense, that speed, unparalleled in the CWL. There we see Northern Lights, Dylan Vincent, and Ace Anderson trying to make a tag there, but Ricky Valentine was out cold.
No, I think Ace Anderson is really trying to get into this match, but with Ricky Valentine not even trying to reach out, could a tag not happen?
Yes, I mean, you know, we saw that insecurity. That might have just taken the lights out of Valentine for a moment there. Not saw the hand raise from Anderson. And now Vincent looking to finish Valentine off. Kick to the stomach. We've seen this before. Canadian backbreaker from Vincent. Into the cover 1. No, just a 1 count.
Now, Ace Anderson is going, not only is he going to break up the pin, he's going to try and take it to Starfield, but Starfield seems to be getting the better of him. And now we're in a 2-on-1 situation.
But that may have provided the, the distraction needed as Ricky Valentine back into this matchup. Now strutting on Vincent a bit, and now laying in the strikes. Now Valentine, big leaping clothesline. And now a chop in the corner. Valentine firing on all cylinders. Drop kick to the head.
If I were Ricky, I'd want to tag, especially with all the damage I just took.
Oh, and it looks like Vincent may have tripped him up going under that bottom rope there. Now looking to take advantage of it is the Starfield, able to get that tag in without much of an issue. But now, Starfield, let's say Valentine looks like he's going for a tag there. Starfield hits him in the corner and sends him down to the mat.
Just crashes his head into the mat backwards. And Starfield getting Ricky up on his shoulders. I'm surprised we actually haven't seen just a snap supernova from Starfield yet.
Yeah, it's surprising. And there we see the super kick from
Fastest
Ricky
super kick
Valentine.
you'll ever see.
Yes, and Starfield now, again, maybe going a bit too overconfident here. Valentine, though, calling to his feet. We've seen Valentine end one reign of the Starfield. Will he end a second? Kick to the stomach. Lays him up. Valentine's Day Massacre. Into the cover. Down to the pin. 1, 2. No. Starfield, a very fresh competitor so far. It's going to take a bit more for Valentine to put him down. Trying to lift up Starfield, but Starfield fighting back.
Do you think it's a matter of pride right now for Ricky to take this match on by himself? Because he's had chances to tag in Ace Anderson, but he hasn't gone for it yet.
True, we've seen Ricky Valentine not do the best, whereas Ace Anderson has been seemingly excelling multiple times as he goes to the outside, taking the fight to both members of the order. But it could also be a bit of strategy, trying to conserve one man as much as possible for a late match comeback. But at the moment, they need to worry about taking out Starfield right now. As we see a power bomb on the outside by Ace Anderson, less than 2 to Maverick Alice. As now, Valentine picks up Starfield, sends him into the ring. And now, Valentine and Starfield continuing to go at it. Valentine not had the moment to make the tag just yet.
Ace Anderson once again reaching for that tag. He needs to get in this match. He wants to get in this match.
Yes, but Starfield not letting him. But now Ricky into the corner. Could we see it here? And then we see the pop-up back suplex from the Order. Into the cover, Valentine playing defense. 2, 3, and the Order pick up the win and win the tag title for the second year in a row at Endgame.
Ace Anderson has captured his first championship. Ricky Valentine is now the next Triple Crown champion. What a moment for this family.
Yes, and a big win. Could this be the start of the Order's dominance, retaking Nemesis as we get to a start in Season 3? As both men pick up big wins. Quite the formidable match as we get to continue to roll on here at Endgame. We've had a great show so far.
The winners of the match and your new CW Tag Team Champions, the gorgeous Ricky Valentine, Ace Anderson, The Order.
The road was long and hard, but here we see the Order finally capturing the Tag Team Championships once again. 3. And now, next up, we have the TLC match. From one order match to another one, Ebak is set to defend his Twitch championship in a TLC match, a match that he himself asked for. And, it's against Jim Lightsell, who has coveted the Twitch championship for the majority of Season 2.
Yes, Ebak won his first Twitch title in a TLC match all the way back at the AMA pre-show in Season 1. Now he looks to defend it at the culmination of Season 2 here tonight.
The following match is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and is for the CWL Twitch Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing 241 pounds, from San Rafael, California, Jim Lightsell.
Here we see Jim Lightsell coming down to the ring, ready for his TLC match, the first one that he's been in, if I'm not mistaken. And he's ready to capture this Twitch championship that has been eluding him for way too long. And he's donning the Warriors colors. He's donning the Warriors uniform, I guess you could say.
It's sort of hard to tell with all this purple light in the ring, well, in the arena side, but yeah, there's not been many TLC matches here in the CWL. We mentioned earlier Ebak beating Tommy Hazard in the first ever TLC match. And then we had the Chess Club beating the Truthless Heroes to win the tag titles in the second ever TLC match. Now we're on TLC 3. This one could be big.
So you said that the champions lost their championships in TLC. Why did Evac then make this match a TLC match?
It could be just familiarity. I mean, you know, if you get to pick a stipulation, you might as well go the one you're undefeated in. And I mean, he is undefeated in TLC matches, so not a bad choice when you think about it.
And his opponent, weighing 217 pounds, from Norwich, England, the Twitch champion, the connoisseur of the console, Evac.
Evac making his way to the ring, and this time last year he was fighting for the Twitch title. Now he's defending it.
It's a pretty long road there. Hear Evac's new theme music.
Yes, his new theme music coming down to the ring, and gotta say, got some big expectations here tonight as well. This is his first defense of the title, and Leitzel is not going to make it easy for him.
You know, I think Evac kind of has the advantage here because we actually saw William Black defeat Jim Leitzel just last week at Nemesis. So maybe the momentum is on Evac's side.
Yes, and quite the brutal match indeed. Gotta feel like he's still feeling the damage from it, but Evac goes for a drop kick and Leitzel unaffected. But Evac not to be denied just yet, able to take to the ground with that neck breaker, and now just waiting for him to get to his feet. Leitzel, fireman's carry takedown there. Kick to the stomach. Oh, went for the clothesline, ducked under by Leitzel. One thing you've got to remember is that neither of these men can win it by pinfall. They have to go get a ladder and retrieve that title, which, by the way, is being held up not just by a chain, but there's also a padlock around it before you can even get it open. That's what makes ladder matches here in the CWL so much more difficult.
You know, we see Evac going for those kicks, and I think that's actually a really smart idea because Evac is a smaller man than Leitzel. Leitzel is about 280, maybe 300 pounds of muscle. He's not just going to be able to overpower that man.
But at the same time, Evac is no slouch. We've seen him pick up the likes of Taurus Fire on his shoulders, so he's definitely got some strength in him.
Yeah, for sure. The legend of Taurus Fire that may always live on the CWL, but, you know, he was a monster, but he was taken down by a lot of people.
Yes, and now we saw the brainbuster there, and Evac rolling to the outside, looking to grab a chair already. Big chair right to the head of Leitzel. Oh, but Leitzel this time reversing it, sends it off, and now these two just rolling back and forth on the outside of the ring.
That's exactly what we expected out of this match right here.
A back suplex. We've got the C in TLC, so. And now Leitzel's looking for the L. Looking for the ladder to get that win, to get the Twitch title. And Evac looking to stop him there, but just gonna follow him into the ring. Goes for the drop kick, Leitzel able to sidestep. These two now trading strikes in the center of the ring, and a drop kick that finally sends Leitzel off his feet. Now Evac setting up a ladder. And that's what he's got to do, going for the win right away. And Leitzel just going to push over the ladder with ease. And a power bomb to Evac.
We saw Evac there climbing the ladder pretty quickly. I wonder if Leitzel can match that speed or if that's going to be Evac's advantage.
Well, we see Evac there able to trip up Leitzel. We've got to feel this is going to be power versus speed and technicality. And got to be honest, speed's definitely good in a ladder match. Not so sure about technical prowess, is how much that's going to help you when your goal is to climb a ladder. And now Evac lifting up Leitzel. A big neck breaker to Jim. Jim Leitzel rolling out to the ring here. What does Ebek have in mind? Just sends him onto the outside with that straight punch. And I think now would be a good point for Ebek to try and climb the ladder and win the match. But decided to taunt Leitzel instead and then lock him over with that ladder. Now Leitzel climbing to the top. What's he got to... Wait, he's going to the top. Ebek, don't do this! Elbow drop from the top!
I think that just took the wind out of Leitzel right there. That was a pretty big fall right there.
I thought we were going to see shades of his match with Tommy Hazard if he missed, but now Ebek undoing the padlock, trying to grab the title. Leitzel stirring to his feet now, trying to get up there to stop him. And now these two just exchanging strikes on the top of the ladder. And Leitzel sends Ebek off. Leitzel's alone up at the top. Has he finally done it? Has Leitzel finally won the Twitch Championship? So it looks like he's got it on hook here. And Jim Leitzel has won the Twitch title. Now, after months of trying desperately to win it, well, Jim Leitzel has finally grabbed the title. Quite literally grabbed the title and finally become champion.
The winner of the match and your new Twitch champion, Jim Leitzel.
Congratulations to Jim Leitzel, but now we're going to throw it over to the second commentary team. Enjoy the rest of Endgame, everybody.
Thank you very much, boss man. Thank you very much, Alex, for passing us on. Well, folks, coming up next, it's a big one indeed. Wembley Stadium, I hope you're ready to go. Vindication Women's Championship on the line. As, of course, hometown hero Taylor Jones looks to take on Catherine Love. Sure to be an absolute stacked Women's Championship match.
It's going to be quite an epic confrontation. Let's see if Catherine Love can win the Vindication Women's Championship. Let's pass it down to the ring.
The following match is set for one fall and is for the Vindication Women's Championship.
Well, Scott, I always ask this question, but can you feel the love?
Well, I think all of England is feeling the love right about now as Catherine Love descends down to the ring. Challenger who's had quite a kind of good year too. She debuted early this year, and she's been. At first, she had a bit of a rocky start, but she's been on a roll the last few months. Of course, earning this opportunity to face for the Vindication Women's Championship. Of course, we have to talk about Taylor Jones as well.
Indeed, after all, Captain Love, she's a former Vindication Women's Champion, so I think tonight, in her mind, she is rightfully trying to get back what is hers. And why she may be feeling the love, while this crowd may be feeling the love, there is one person I guarantee is not feeling the love, Scott, and that's her opponent about to make her way to the ring right now.
Well, Taylor Jones, we await the arrival of the Vindication Women's champion right now, and I have to say, Taylor Jones done a great job in year 2. She's gotten back on track. She's once again attained the gold after a bit of a rocky year, and the crowd are absolutely giving her quite an ovation as she makes her way here, and here she is.
Here she is, indeed. After all, she is, from England, if you don't know, folks, she is getting a hero's welcome, that is for sure. If there's any woman who deserves to hold that Vindication Women's Champion, it'd be this woman here. After all, just the journey she has been through here, both year 1 and year 2, able to finally bring herself back to the top of the mountain, but it can all come crashing down and hurting inside here tonight, Scott.
It's all about pride here on the line. A bit of national pride as well as personal pride. Taylor Jones wants to retain the championship in her home country, but can she get the job done? We'll have to find out, as Catherine Love is looking to put a bit of hurt in the direction to attain the one thing that she loves, the Vindication Women's Championship.
Introducing first, the challenger, weighing 132 pounds, from Boston, Massachusetts, Catherine Love. And her opponent, weighing 132 pounds, from London, England, your Vindication Women's Champion, comes Taylor Jones.
Taylor Jones relinquishing the Vindication Women's Championship to the referee there, raising the belt. There we go. That is the prize.
Here we go. Eyes on the prize, ladies. Eyes are on the prize. Here we go. There's so much on the line here, especially Vindication Women's Championship. Let's get this going. Ranting dang it already out of the gates.
Oh.
Tilt-a-well DDT. Taylor Jones is not messing around here tonight. Oh, wait a minute here.
Oh, go for a
Catherine
quick finish. Catherine Love with a Saito suplex, dropping her right on her back and head. That's going to really mess up the neck of Jones. However, Jones with an arm drag gets the upper hand and a kick to the middle.
These women, they didn't come here for a wrestling match. They came here for a fight. It's all on the line, as I've said before. Wait a second here. Love retaliating once again. But Jones, the right hand of her own, some forearms. I'll try to front enziguri. That's going to work.
Back elbow there from Catherine Love. Snapmare takedown with a kick right to the back. A soccer kick. How appropriate. As right now, climbing to the top goes Catherine Love. Going for high risk. And a big diving leg drop from the top.
Do some massive damage to the neck area there, but still Taylor Jones can continue to get up here. Oh my goodness, there's a forearm smash already. I think Taylor Jones may be cracking under the pressure. Maybe not. Able to bait Catherine Love there.
A leg sweep there takes down Catherine Love. And that's the thing, both of these women look like they want to end this match quickly and get that victory under their belt, because the longer this goes on, the more they're going to get hurt. Quick cover here by Love. One, no. That's going to be, well, that's take Taylor Jones down. She doesn't want to give it up here in her home country.
I mean, it definitely would be quite the sad ending if she was losing here in her home country. But Catherine Love has not come here to mess around. As I said before, she has come back to get the one thing that she believes she deserves.
It's very curious to hear some boos in the arena directed towards Catherine Love. She's usually a much beloved superstar, but I guess national pride wins out.
National pride is on the line, absolutely, but we have seen what Catherine Love has turned into. Over the reports I've read, CWL Insider and so on, she's had a bit of a personality change, you know. It's more tough love nowadays from Catherine Love. And look at that! Michinoku driver there by Taylor Jones.
Well, Taylor Jones certainly is showing some love to Catherine Love. And, oh, a snap bear driver by Taylor Jones, and a kick turning Love over. I have to say, it looks to be that Taylor Jones is also not messing around. She knows what's on the line here. She's waiting, baiting Catherine Love. Oh, and a diving splash across the back of Catherine Love.
Targeting the spine there. It's very brutal, but it is smart. Oh, here we go already. Going to the springboard. And now, incoming. Whoa, wait a minute. She was baiting Love. Baiting Love. Don't make her angry. Oh, dear.
Showmanship, but that might have not paid off as Catherine Love going up and over.
There, incoming, gonna dial it up here for 6-1-9. The heartbreak connects, and Jones is in big trouble here.
But no, that jaw-breaking gets the command. And what a clothesline now, rolling through from Taylor Jones, hopping to the top rope.
This could be the end of it here. Incoming. Oh my goodness gracious, what a moonsault. Hooking the leg. One. No, only a one count.
High-octane moonsault there from Taylor Jones. Looks to do a repeat.
Oh,
but Catherine Love's up already.
One step ahead of her. And wow, what a powerbomb there. Pinning position. Not enough.
Not enough to put down the champion. And that is who is on the line, the Vindication Women's Championship. Taylor Jones defending. Catherine Love doing a valiant effort to take her down. Scoop submission, no. Taylor Jones goes behind, pushes Love into the turnbuckle.
Now Jones has the wrist lock here. Oh dear, this is going to end well off the ropes. And look at that.
Very impressive athleticism there.
Top rope arm drag there. With the wrist lock assist, going for the pin here, hooking the leg of Love. Is this it? No. Still a lot of fight left in her.
No, that dropkick, nobody home with dropkick. But, however, Taylor Jones with another snapmare driver catches Catherine Love off guard.
Zero off guard indeed. Now going to the top rope once again. What's she going to do? Oh, 450 splash. It connects. Love tried to move out of the way.
One.
But she got caught.
Two. Does she retain three? She does.
And she retains. Taylor Jones in her home country. Still the Vindication Women's Champion.
I see some flags being flown and waved in the audience there. What an impressive match for Taylor Jones. She, of course, came back from the heartbreak. It looked very bad for Taylor Jones, especially with that powerbomb you see there. I thought it was all over at that point from Catherine Love getting the victory. But no, it was the arm drag that was the turning point.
And of course, hitting the 450 splash, Catherine tried to move out of the way, but it was all in vain. And Taylor Jones still your Vindication Women's Champion, walking out of Endgame here, still the proud fighting champ.
The winner of the match, still your Vindication Women's Champion, Taylor Jones.
And coming up next, here we go. This has been months in the making. The Dragon King, Matsumoto, to face Frank Victoria Anderson.
Indeed, the Frank Victoria Anderson has been on a crusade against the Dragon King, hoping to slay one vicious beast that's come to the CWL. But unfortunately, that's been an elusive thing that's happened over the last few months. Let's kick it back just a few months ago and see how this all came about.
One thing. In a few short weeks, at Supremacy, I'll start.
He announced that he was coming as one of the first two entrances a couple weeks ago. FBA here at the match, but...
Wait,
hold on a second.
What?
What the hell is going on?
Who the hell is this?
Oh my goodness! That's the Dragon King!
I was once like you. Cursed by my own hubris.
You took everything from me. And if you don't know me by now, then you will soon enough.
Two more were chosen to follow the path of the dragon.
Two more have taken up arms. Because we dragon slayers must
Anderson. We are not done.
I will literally rip you apart, kill you in front of a live audience.
We will not be done till we play the end game.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, the Dragon King, Matsumoto.
And here he is, Matsumoto, otherwise known as the Dragon King. Someone who attacked FVA back in Supremacy, the Battle for Supremacy, taking his place in the Battle for Supremacy, hoping to become Never Heavyweight Champion or Vindication Heavyweight Champion, was not to be, sad.
Not to be, but his presence has been felt in the CWL as a whole. The Dragon King forming this almost unstoppable stable of Evil Dead and Noah Morgan. And despite the last time that both Matsumoto and FBA did meet in the ring, it was a six-man tag of FBA's team and Matsumoto's team. He may have been, the Matsumoto, may have been unsuccessful, but tonight he's willing to get the score even.
Of course, he's going to have to go through Frank Victoria Anderson, a former Vindication champion in his own right. Oh, look at this!
Weighing 190 pounds.
That indeed.
From Aberdeen, Scotland,
Gracious, he's not
Frank
here to mess
Victoria
around.
Anderson.
He's here.
Well, this man was the longest reigning Vindication heavyweight champion in the CWL at one point.
He is here to slay a dragon, and perhaps a demon of his own making almost, as he's been obsessed with taking down Matsumoto. Will he do it tonight?
The question here, can Frank Victoria Anderson finally put this feud to rest once and for all? I feel like this really has been just casted a dark cloud over FBA's career. If he were to just finally bury this feud into the ground, perhaps he can look to bigger and better things. But he must not, doubt the Dragon King. Dragon King, one of the most dangerous competitors in that ring. But of course, Matsumoto better know that he's going up against one of the former and a very decorated champion in Frank Victoria Anderson. Let's get this one started.
Ring a ding, and off we go. Wrap up in the middle there. Headlock applied by Frank Victoria, and immediately into the wrist lock.
The wrist lock here. And Frank Victoria Anderson seems to be overpowering Matsumoto there. Takes him down. Leg sweep. And now, once again, going the collar over top. It's Matsumoto this time. No, FBA instead reverses off the ropes. Oh, he goes underneath and no super kick yet.
FBA looking for the super kick there, and a swift punch. That's the disrespect.
Got played, son. And now, wait a minute. It looks like instead Matsumoto's going to screw FBA there with the Dragon Screw.
I
It's called
respect
Dragon King. That's pretty ironic.
I respect FBA wanting to take down the Dragon King, but a close-fist punch right to the face?
I mean, I will say usually I will disagree with that, but after all this, after all these months of just the Dragon King tormenting FBA, it looks to continue to torment him even more with an wait a minute, with an arm trap crossface. That's not gonna do. FBA getting right out of that one. Now, here we go. Domination of strikes, but Matsumoto tried to go for the leg chop block, not going to work. Oh my god, what was that? What the hell was that? And Fisherman suplex there by Matsumoto.
Swift kick to the back of FVA, and now Matsumoto is in control. Pushing his knee in the back and the lower neck of FVA, and a swift kick keeping the Slayer down.
And Matsumoto bringing FBA to the middle of the ring, and look at that, look at this. He's just taunting him at this point. He's just insulting him. Oh, wait a minute, FBA, oh, gets caught with a spinning leg lariat there. The Dragon King gonna fly.
Absolutely just wailing upon Frank Victor Anderson and focusing on the legs. A wise tactic from the Dragon King himself. We have to say, what is on the line here?
What is on the line? Pride, and the damn hell a lot of it. After all, oh, look at Matsumoto here. Oh my goodness!
Tying FA out.
On the ropes.
Oh!
What a knee. And now Matsumoto looking to finish this one. Looking to end this one here. FBA's in his sights. Over he goes. Oh, Jesus Christ, that knee. Cracking the jaw of Frank Victor Anderson. Hooks the leg here. And it's over.
Good night. FBA might be knocked out cold after that one.
Jeez, I'm seeing no movement from FBA. That one knee,
The winner
Jesus,
of the
just
match,
took him out.
the Dragon King, Matsumoto.
Hang on, what's going on? A confrontation.
Wait.
A confrontation between Flapjack Carter and Sakara, it seems.
Sakara.
Oh wait!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Well, I had read the reports, and I think some of us knew that this was coming at some point. Oh my goodness! DDT run to the concrete.
It seems there's some dissension amongst the disciples.
Oh, dearie me! Thank goodness, but there's some dissension indeed. Well, we have to get past that because right now is probably one of the most important matches we have on this card. As Sergeant Hunter, his final match here tonight, looks to put pride and honor on the line as he faces one-third of the Truthless Heroes, Connor Gates.
Perhaps one of the most emotional nights of the evening as Sergeant Hunter will wrestle his final match here in London, Endgame 2. Everyone is waiting for the big one, the big final send-off. Can the Sarge bring some disciplinary action to Connor Gates?
The following match is set for 1 fall and is Sergeant Hunter's recent match. Introducing first, accompanied by William the Wolf Black, weighing 210 pounds, from Dudley, England, representing the Truthless Heroes, Connor Gates.
Making his way to the ring now, of course. One of his teammates accompanying him to ringside. Connor Gates, the anarchist himself. I have to say this crowd is very 50-50 here tonight, folks. Remember, Connor Gates does hail from Dudley, England, after all, so he does have that maybe that home country advantage, but you know how much beloved the Sarge is all over the world for that matter. This is definitely a match, a lot of high intensity, a lot of emotion. It's going to be definitely a match that makes you really speechless, Scott.
Even I can sense the uncertainty in the crowd here. They want to support Connor Gates, the fellow English superstar, but it's the Sarge. It's his final match. Let's wait for the man himself.
And his opponent, weighing 256 pounds, from Nova Scotia, Canada, Sergeant Hunter.
As always, stand at attention. The Sergeant is here.
That and that is the last time we are hearing that. And I have to say, this man right here, this man has to be one of the most decorated athletes in the CWL. A former Nemesis and Vindication heavyweight champion. Who can forget just all those legendary moments of his? That one time, of course, back years ago when he defeated the Starfield. After the Starfield's massive undefeated streak for the Nemesis Heavyweight Championship, that will always go down as one of the greatest moments in CWL history. Well, the Sarge is looking to make one final great moment here tonight in front of this Endgame crowd. And if anyone deserves a happy ending, a good send-off, it is that man standing in the ring right now, and I am 100% in his corner going into this fight.
I mean, who could forget early in the year at Battle Lines, when the Sarge actually was down on his own against Team Nemesis, 3 people, and actually won the match for Vindication.
And he fought the odds in that situation, and he needs to fight the odds now. Already Connor Gates targeting the Sarge, has the head already. Oh dear, look at this.
This brutal assault here by Connor Gates, wanting to wear down the Sarge. He wants to make sure the Sarge is dishonorably discharged here tonight.
The Sarge is not going to give up just yet. There is still plenty of fight left in him. He is not going down without a damn fight, that is for sure. Look at that, just vicious knees by the Sarge, continuing to fight.
Connor Gates, though, getting out of the way, and now with an elbow, sends the Sarge into the turnbuckle, but catches the kick.
Both these men going back and forward here. Oh, look at that calf kick there by Connor Gates.
Now Connor Gates is stalking Hunter right now, but a takedown, and the Sarge is back in control. But just like that, it's all reversed. Connor Gates front chancery. No, the Sarge running clothesline.
It's counter after counter. This is a true war we are witnessing. Both men are refusing to stay down. Both men are refusing to give in.
High knee drop there by Connor Gates. And now a stomp onto the Sarge. He's doing a good job keeping the Sarge grounded. Kick cover. No, Sarge kicks out immediately.
Now bring the Sarge back up here, Connor Gates. Here we go. Irish whip into the corner. Trying to go for a clothesline. The Sarge moved out of the way. And the Sarge here. Up we go. Big back suplex. And look at that. Look at that. That's some discipline for you right there, Connor Gates. And the Sarge just taunting Gates at this point.
Most certainly discipline from the Sarge. He's been known to have a bit of military-esque action in the locker room, making sure superstars keep things tidy and order is kept within the locker room. I mean, that place is spick and span back there.
All the stories in the locker room aside, I wonder how things will be once Sergeant Hunter leaves, but we'll focus on that later, because right now, Gates moving out of the ring. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. Here's when the numbers game comes.
William Black.
No! What? The Sarge already getting up after the backstabber and refusing to give in. Here. He's got a lot of fight left in him.
With some punches right to the face of Connor Gates. I think it's taken Connor Gates completely off guard. Snake eyes to the turnbuckle.
Connor Gates came in with a plan tonight, but I think it could potentially backfire on one-third of the Truthless Heroes. But Connor Gates able to see if he can redeem himself here. Now incoming big back suplex.
Big back suplex there from Connor Gates. And of course you have William the Wolf Black here offering verbal support to Connor Gates.
Oh, verbal support, huh? Verbal support? Look what else is in the ring, Scott. I reckon it's just more than verbal support.
Well, weapons of mass destruction potentially aside. The neckbreaker takes down the Sarge. Connor Gates not seeing the foreign object in the ring.
No! Oh my goodness gracious, no! Connor Gates hitting the twisted view. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all, because Sarge's career may be going down in flames.
The war might be over, as right now, cover 1, 2, and no!
No! The war's not over yet. It is not over yet. And the ref, get the chair out of the ring. Get the chair out of the ring, ref. Wait a second. The Sarge. Here we go. Back body drop to Gates. Bring Gates up here. Now the Sarge. Fighting here.
Whoa!
Fighting back. Oh my God. Lariato there. Almost took off Gates' head, but it's not enough to get the pinfall.
I'm surprised Connor's head is still attached to his body with that massive clothesline there from the Sarge, but Gates is still in this.
Gates is still 100% in this here, and now, oh, look at that, a tilt-a-whirl DDT there.
Oh, turning.
Now.
Hang on. A chicken.
Oh, looking to slaughter a bunch of baby cows. The cattle mutilation. Cattle mutilation has been locked in, but no. The military experience of the Sarge able to get him out of that one.
And the Sarge saying to Connor Gates, drop and give me 20.
Oh, I don't think he can give him 20 anytime soon. Oh my God! Big Lariato again, and hooking the leg of Gates. 1, 2. Yes! He does it! Yes! The Sarge! Getting the fairy tale ending he deserves, fighting the odds and beating Connor Gates.
It was the Sarge, an amazing final match against Connor Gates. Connor Gates pulled out every trick in the book to try and take down the Sarge, the military man, but I think we might be calling him General Hunter tonight with such a victory here at Endgame 2.
There's not a man who deserves it more than Sergeant Hunter, and despite the odds being stacked against him at one point, he has fought the odds, proven himself again. And I have to say, such deserving to such a great competitor like Sergeant Hunter. He really deserves it.
Of course, we wish Sergeant Hunter all the best for the future as he celebrates there in the ring. I mean, what a career this man has had, Cole.
What a career this man has had. Multiple title reigns. Being the sole man, winning the Battle Lines tag team match. I can't even speak, I'm sorry. But this man, one of the most decorated stars in CWL history, finally making his leave here tonight.
Very emotional, an emotional goodbye from everyone here at Wembley Stadium. Everyone cheering a standing ovation for Sergeant Hunter.
Thank you, Sarge. Thank you for everything you've done here in the CWL and the CWL Originals. And of course, he now leaves with his head held high. The war is finished. The war is done.
It's time to go home, soldier. Well, we move from that heartfelt goodbye into probably one of the most aggressive matches we're going to see here tonight. I'm not sure Wembley Stadium can contain such aggression as the Spartan warrior himself, John Spartacus, takes on Ripjaw Reeves as he looks to defend the Nemesis Heavyweight Championship.
Here we go, the real clash of the titans about to take place. Both men of mammoth proportions about to clash inside of the squared circle. And can Wembley Stadium be enough to hold these two gladiators of the ring?
The following match is set for and is for the Nemesis Heavyweight Championship.
Here we go. Ripjaw is ready to rumble.
Indeed, Ripjaw Reeves, a relatively new superstar here in the CWL, but someone who's shown, to be...
Oh, jeez. Yes, someone who has definitely shown that he is a dominant force. When his first run the CWL, he went undefeated. Of course, returning to the CWL, he has suffered just only one loss, but that has not stopped him in his quest to become the next Nemesis Heavyweight Champion. And this absolute giant of a man, this absolute killer, looks to be perhaps finally the biggest challenge that the Nemesis Heavyweight Champion may ever face.
However, we talk about dominant superstars and undefeated streaks. We can't mention that without mentioning this man.
Here we go. About to enter his Coliseum here now. And he is dressed for the occasion. Here we go. This man who went over 20 weeks undefeated, and last year, at last year's Endgame, defeated Ricky Valentine to become the Nemesis Heavyweight Champion. Of course, he walks into Endgame 2 as the Nemesis Heavyweight Champion.
Indeed, he did. He's had a bit of a rocky road throughout the early year 2. However, you can't dispute the last few months, winning the Nemesis Heavyweight Championship in record time against BMS. I mean, that's unprecedented. John Spartacus is back.
John Spartacus is back indeed. Indeed, he did have a rocky year 2, to say the least, just losing the Nemesis Heavyweight Championship just mere weeks after winning an Endgame 1. But of course, able to redeem himself, get himself to the top of the mountain once again. And now, John Spartacus, out of all the challenges that he has ever faced, has never really been a man in size who's been able to sort of match Spartacus's strength. But I think he could potentially meet his match here tonight.
People say that he's a living titan, a legend in the making. John Spartacus is here to defend and he's here to fight, as you like to say. Of course, hometown hero for yourself.
Indeed. John Spartacus, wherever he goes, he makes every arena his Coliseum. I'm sure tonight will be no different.
That's what's on the line, the Nemesis Heavyweight Championship.
Introducing first, the challenger, weighing 364 pounds. From John, New Brunswick, Canada, Ripjaw Reeves. And the champion, weighing 280 pounds, from Rome, Italy, your Nemesis Heavyweight Champion, John Spartacus.
Will that be the last time Spartacus hands that over? Will Ripjaw Reeves walk out of Wembley Stadium with that belt around his waist?
Well, here we go. Eyes on the prize, gentlemen. Let's hope this ring can keep these two warriors intact. Here we go. Finally getting their hands on each other. It's go time. And now, oh my goodness already. Here we go.
Spartacus is not playing around. Swift kick to the chest and now stomp to Ripjaw Reeves and now quickly grabbing up. Whoa!
Jesus Christ! Yep, get those collar and elbow tie-ups and technical wrestling out of here. We did not come to see this match.
This is going to be a fight between two bears. And that, I'll point out, Spartacus is throwing around. That's not a small man.
Whoa! Whoa! Uranagi there! That's over 300 pounds John is able to lift. Over 300 pounds. Oh, dear. Oh, my God!
Well, it looks like Ripjaw just ringed the head of Jonathan Spartacus with a headbutt. And now a quick Uranagi of his own.
Oh, my God!
And John is not a small man either. That's quite the strength from Ripjaw Reeves.
Both these men aren't small men. Oh, soul kick to the gut. Spartacus, no, trying to go for a boot. Ripjaw's one step ahead with a DDT.
That DDT spiking John's head could be the edge that he needs, but no, the elbow.
Oh my goodness, and a running STO takes down Ripjaw. And John, trying for a quick pin here.
One. No, only a one count there from the referee as John kicks the back of Ripjaw Reeves.
Now cranking the neck here of Reeves.
The Spartan Warrior trying to wear down the monster.
Oh my goodness. And Spartacus is in it. He's feeling it here in the Colosseum. And continuing his attack onto Ripjaw.
Clubbing axe handled there. Reeves fighting back with an elbow. And a quick punch there. Another one.
Oh, he's refusing to go down. John is refusing to go down. Oh, but this is going to take him down. Oh my goodness gracious, throwing John across the ring.
Oh, but he's
my
up.
God, he got up. He got up.
Big
Jesus Christ. Big bird by John.
And John, here we go, another release suplex.
Eat your vitamins, say your prayers. Make your prayers to all the 7 damn Roman or Greek gods. I don't even know what John is. This is insane. These two men. I can't speak. And John's in control. John is in control here. Picks up Ripjaw.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's 300 pounds.
Oh.
Over 300 pounds of Ripjaw Reeves.
That's the biggest snake eyes I've ever seen. Hook the leg. One.
Still not enough. John trying to go for the quick pin. But I think at one point he has to realise going up against a monster like Ripjaw Reeves is going to take a lot more than a couple of snake eyes and big fall-away slams. Oh, Jesus Christ, but this might be something here. Just a brutalising Ripjaw here.
2. No, only a 2 count. Spartacus is looking to perhaps even kill Ripjaw Reeves here tonight with the aggression. These men, I think, might end up killing each other.
I mean, like the old days in the old Colosseums back in Rome, I mean, some people used to fight to the death. Some people would fight wild animals, for Christ's sakes. They are on the outside of the ring. Oh, dearie me. Oh, no. STO to Spartacus and Ripjaw going into the ring. I think you have to realise, mate, that... Oh, wait a minute. I think he knows that John's going to get back into the ring and face him one-on-one there. Oh, he's telling John to get up.
Spartacus used the opening well, grabs that punch, so Ripjaw pulls back. Oh wait, the fall of Rome!
Oh, the fall of Rome! The fall of Rome could potentially be the fall of Ripjaw. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and John Spartacus able to overcome his biggest challenge yet. It didn't take a spear, it took a fall of Rome, and the fall of Ripjaw has happened.
What a hellacious match that was between these two. Boundless aggression contained by only the ropes of that ring. Just fighting it all out. But in the end, it was the Spartan warrior that emerged victorious with his gold prize. As the thumbs down shine for all around the arena for Ripjaw Reeves.
And history repeats itself again as John Spartacus will walk out of his second Endgame. 2 wins, 0 losses, and still the Nemesis Heavyweight Champion.
The winner of the match, and still your Nemesis Heavyweight Champion, John Spartacus.
So we move from one championship to another as Scout Mackenzie defends the Openweight Championship against the original holder of the Openweight Championship, the first Openweight champion, Holly Queen.
And I have to say, this match has been a long time in the making. After all, it was Scout Mackenzie who originally beat Holly Queen for the Openweight Championship. And after Holly Queen fought, and of course in the Supremacy Cup, she's looking to get some sweet revenge and take back the title that was once hers, of course. But she has to fight the fighting champion, that be Scout Mackenzie.
The Queen's looking to reclaim her crown. Can she do it here?
The following match is set for one fall and is for the CWL Openweight Championship.
Move over, Lizzie. There's a new queen in town right now. As Holly Queen makes her way down to the ring here at Wembley Stadium, and she's looking to reclaim a lost honor and gold here tonight. She, of course, says that she was the first and best openweight champion, and she's looking to prove that tonight by beating the current champion.
Indeed, she was the first champion after all that fighting, after the war she went through in that big tag team tournament with Rox, and of course able to overthrow Rox and beat her for that championship. But of course Holly looks to finally reclaim. This has been a journey for a long time. This is a long time coming. Holly has had her prize on nothing, had her eyes on the prize being the Openweight Championship. She has not forgotten about how Scout beat her a long time ago.
Old Demons coming out here tonight as we come to the current Openweight champion, perhaps the most dominant, well, one of the most dominant women in the entire CWL wrestling industry itself, Scout Mackenzie. Now, let's talk about this, because I have to say, Scout, you know, she's kind of bigging up that she's the best openweight champion. Now, I've got to say this. No one remembers who got to the North Pole for the first time, it was the second person to get the North Pole. They always remember the first person, not the second person. And that's the same with every discovery. You remember the first person, if you're the second person, you're a chump.
Indeed, but you have to really look at it like this. For example, you can make a title famous, but of course it's the person who has that sort of makes it, establishes it almost. Think back to 2013 when The Rock first issued the new WWE Champion after the Royal Rumble. He held that title for a couple of months. Who'd been at WrestleMania that year? John Cena, and John Cena cemented that look of the WWE Championship and made that title prestigious. That's what Scout has done, and she looks to continue it tonight. Let's pass it down to her.
Well, Tom, it's been a pleasure working with you.
Introducing first, the challenger, weighing 140 pounds, from Pearl River, Mississippi, Holly Queen. And the champion, weighing 164 pounds, from Manila, Philippines, Scout Mackenzie.
Scout Mackenzie giving away that championship to the ref, the official of this match. And here we go. It's between Holly Queen and Scout Mackenzie, the open weight championship.
Eyes on the prize, ladies. We are ready to go. Let's get this one started. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Referee Mike Clark officiating this match.
Now, look at this here. Look at this, grabbing the head now of Scout Mackenzie. And Holly Queen able to keep Mackenzie grounded for now.
A swift, aggressive punch there from Holly Queen.
Now just driving Queen to the ropes. And there's something I've noticed. Take a look at Holly Queen's ring attire. Take a look at Scout's attire. Do you see something? Do you see something a little bit similar?
It's almost a bit like impersonation is the sincerest form of flattery between the two, but Holly Queen...
I don't think it's flattery, I think it's something else. It's more of an insult.
Well, half-like
I think Holly... Chopped off there.
Yeah, pushed off there. Dragon screwed there from Holly Queen.
Now here we go, Holly Queen looking to get into the mind of Scout Mackenzie. One way mentally, but can she get into the mind of Scout Mackenzie physically here? Now drop toe hold into the middle rope, and Holly, what you got here now? Oh, and a hip attack there.
Using those hips and just European uppercut though by Scout Mackenzie. Gets the upper hand, but Holly Queen has it scouted. Oh!
I'm done. Got stunned.
Surprise, almost instinctive there by Scout Mackenzie. Now working the arm, perhaps looking for Saturn's wife, has matching rings.
One of the most devastating submission finishes. Perhaps we don't need to see that. They're kicking out there. We know that Saturn's wife has matching rings, has tapped out a competitor amongst competitors, you name it. Now still targeting the arm here of Holly Queen, but Queen able to get out of that. No, yes, there we are. Out of it now.
And Holly Queen with a punch. Sets Scout Mackenzie into the corner, up onto the top. Okay, this does not look good. Oh!
Well, oh my god! Top rope arm drag. Oh, but Mackenzie able to regain herself here. And,
crucifix head scissors there from Scout Mackenzie. And now Mackenzie in control, but again the Queen with a takedown gets the upper hand. Now, look at this. Stretching the arm there. Holly Queen, of course, focusing on the arms of Scout Mackenzie, of course, because to lock in Saturn's wife has matching rings, you need to have use of your arm, so it does weaken the effect of that hold, which counteracts the damage done to Holly Queen's own arms.
Indeed, but do you remember that submission move that Holly Queen also has the Royal Stretch. That also targets the arms as well. So that's also smart on Holly's behalf as well. But now we see Scout targeting the arm again. A lot of arm-based offense we've seen thus far. Chopping the arm away. Oh my god!
Aggressive punch there from Holly Queen, and a stomp right to the face of Mackenzie, showing Mackenzie that she's in control. Boston Crab.
Oh, here we go. Double Boston Crab. Double leg Boston Crab here, but no. Now Holly Queen moving to the outside of the ring. Oh, look at that. Scout showing off here.
Getting a bit of space. A wise move from the challenger. Go for a belly to belly, but Scout had it. Scouting.
Yeah, nice one, mate. And here we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Has it locked in? The lock. No. Able to get the last chancery there. Scout tried to lock it in. It's not good, and now it's Holly's turn just to deliver the punishment.
Oh!
There we go! Oh dear, Scout's in trouble! Royals!
Oh,
No! Drop toehold there. Now oh no, Holly still on the offense. The Queen is looking to slay here tonight. Do the cool kids still say that?
Well, it seems to be that Holly Quinn has not given Scout Mackenzie a moment to breathe here. Even when she was on the back foot, she waited for it and made sure Scout was saying, oh, here we go. The Queen is looking to dish some punishment with the Queen's crown.
Oh, Queen's crown. And can she return to her throne? Hooks the leg. And it's done. It is done. The Queen has reclaimed her crown. She has reclaimed her throne. She has now reclaimed the prize that has eluded her for so long. Once again, two-time CWL Openweight Champion.
Well, people in the locker room best be watching out, otherwise Holly Queen won't be saying it's off with their heads. They better watch out.
The winner of the match and your new CWL Openweight Champion, Holly Queen.
Here we go, folks. Oh my goodness. The lead up to this match has been absolutely just, I'm not sure what words you can use. It's brutal, but I can tell you now, it is stacked. Ryan Quinn defending his Vindication Heavyweight Championship against Tommy Hazard and Miles.
The Vindication Heavyweight Champion finds himself in the middle of a war between former friends and tag partners. Let's see how this has all come about here at Endgame.
I'm sure you all have so many questions. Why did I do what I did? Why did I betray Miles? The answer is quite simple. I want to be the best in the CWL, and I don't care who I have to go through to do it. For the past 2 years, I've worked harder than any other superstar in the CWL.
I'm not stopping.
And if I have to end my friendship to get what I rightfully deserve, then so be it.
I'm the hunter.
Oh, what's this?
Looks like Miles hasn't necessarily forgiven or forgotten about what happened.
This Ghost of Your Past is not fading away anytime soon.
It may have taken 2 years. It may have taken a month of an on and off tag team. But Miles, I hate you. I hate you so much that I'm gonna give you exactly what you want. At Endgame, I will face you, and I will face Ryan Quinn in a triple threat match for the Vindication Heavyweight title. And I will finally get what I deserve. And that is the Vindication World Heavyweight Championship.
The following match is a triple threat match. Set
There's ever
for
been a
one
man,
fall,
a
and
man
is for
who
the Vindication
despicable,
Heavyweight
a man that you
Championship.
cannot turn your back on.
Introducing
This
first,
is the man
the
right here,
challenger.
and he is the spitting image
Weighing
of the word betrayal.
235
If you look up the definition of betrayal in a
Toronto,
dictionary,
Canada.
there would have Tommy Hazard's face right
Tommy
on
Hazard.
it. It'd be a picture of his face. Anyways, Tommy Hazard making his entrance into his second Endgame appearance this year. And I have to say, the more things that have changed, the more things stay the same. And it definitely goes for Tommy Hazard.
Tommy Hazard, of course, viciously injured after that vicious and brutally unprovoked attack by Miles just a few weeks back on Vindication. With, I believe he's still wearing the eye patch after losing the sight in the eye, from what I heard in my records. And of course, Tommy used to have nice jet black hair before this event, and the shock turned it all white. I mean, you can't agree about that attack that Miles did weeks ago, Tom.
I will definitely agree. It was a very, very
Weighing 207
vicious
pounds,
attack here by that man
Chicago,
right
Illinois,
there, Miles.
Myers.
And I have to say, this is definitely a very personal match here, especially after what Miles did to Hazard, especially after what Hazard has done to Miles. This is definitely a war between these two. That is for sure.
Well, it all kicked off with a battle for supremacy where Tommy Hazard eliminated Miles in the battle for supremacy and then went on to win the championship, and Miles saw that as a betrayal.
And you know what? In some ways, maybe he's right, but you have to think, it's the battle for supremacy. What part of every man for themselves does Miles not understand? Now, I'm not saying, look, I'm going to say right now, Miles, Tommy Hazard, none of these two are the good guys. I will say that right now. They definitely have a past of betrayal, a very dark past indeed. So I'm not gonna, credit them for any sort of the actions they've done to each other leading up, because this is really personal. It's between them. And I have to say, I do talk about Miles and Tommy Hazard, mind you, they're not the only two in this match. They don't have to worry about each other. They have to focus on winning the Vindication Heavyweight Champion. May I add, none of them hold the Vindication Heavyweight Champion as of now, because that's held by Ryan Quinn.
That is something which we have to remind people, is that Ryan Quinn is the current champion, and he's kind of caught in the crossfire between these two.
And you know what? It's a shame he's been caught in the crossfire because, because he's one of the most talented competitors on the Vindication brand. And folks, I will tell you right now, Ryan Quinn should not be overlooked. He is going into this war, into this fight as the champ. And I have to say he's going to prove a lot of people wrong here tonight because Ryan Quinn is definitely one of the greatest Vindication heavyweight champions that we have ever had. And I say, Scott, this kind of reminds me of last year's Endgame, where of course the Vindication Heavyweight Championship was on the line against Tommy Hazard, Miles, and of course name redacted. But of course this time it's Ryan Quinn walking into this match as the champion. As I said before, the more times change, or the more history changes, the more that time say I can't even speak.
But last year it was all a ploy between Miles and Tommy Hazard to crown Tommy the Vindication Heavyweight Champion. Now, I've got to wonder, is this a ploy? I don't think it is. I think Ryan Quinn, if he's smart, he will sit back and let the sparks fly between them two and then go up on clean-up duty afterwards. He is at a disadvantage. Champion disadvantage in Triple Threat means you do not need to be part of the deciding factor to lose your championship. It could be that Miles pins Tommy Hazard or vice versa. That still means Ryan Quinn loses the Vindication Heavyweight Champion.
And Ryan Quinn has gracefully accepted this challenge. He said, I'll fight the both of them in a triple threat match. Now I have to say, this probably, I don't know, just so much of this match has a lot of unpredictability, but I have to give the man respect how he's so selfless to defend his title against two of Vindication's top stars.
It's a power play. I mean, Miles and Tommy Hazard are two of the biggest stars on Vindication. Bigger, arguably, than Ryan Quinn. It's a power play by Quinn to prove that he's the best. That's what I think. It's nothing more than a selfish power play. And here we are. Triple threat action here at Endgame in the Wembley Stadium. And here we go. Ring-a-ding. Referee Mike Clark and Ryan Quinn.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
this is it. This is it. That's why I suggested Ryan Quinn stay in the back. Watch the sparks fly.
And now, just showing off here. And I think Ryan Quinn just knows at this point that oh, wait a minute. He's trying to get himself involved in the mix. Not a great idea, maybe. Oh, wait a second, and now Hazard taking out Miles as well. Chop block.
Tommy Hazard with the sliding chop block. Very impressive with one eye. That affects your vision considerably in these kind of matches. Powerbomb position. Oh!
I mean, it's pretty... to wrestle, to wrestle with one eye, that is extreme. Oh, my God! Extremely impressive. And he got blindsided there. That's pretty ironic, isn't it? By Ryan Quinn, and Ryan Quinn now, the man standing at this moment. Miles counters with a big jawbreaker, and now, oh look at this, another rolling kick. No, this is an absolute cluster F, I swear. And now, oh, Miles with a backstabber to Hazard.
Very big aggressive. Oh, what a fist drop there by Miles. And again, these two focusing on themselves, getting Ryan Quinn out of the equation, and just letting themselves wail upon each other. Half Nelson. Oh no! Arm drag by Miles to escape.
Oh, a knee there by Miles. And Ryan Quinn once again adding himself into the equation. He will not be ignored for that matter. Oh my goodness. Now taking the fight to both Miles and Hazard here. Now, Ryan Quinn, setting up. Ah, Kinshasa by Quinn.
Champion is looking good right now. He's got Miles down on the ground, but Tommy has recovered. Ryan Quinn, oh, with the roll, takes down Hazard.
And now here we go. It's just Miles and Quinn in the ring. And if you remember, Scott, a few weeks ago on Vindication, do you remember when Miles himself pinned the champ on Vindication? So I really think that Ryan Quinn is needing to get needing to once again build himself up and to perhaps pin Miles for be some sweet revenge.
I'm not sure Ryan Quinn took him seriously, but when Miles got that pin, that was a game changer, potential game changer for Ryan Quinn. He knew he had to take him seriously. Oh, and a stun gun to Tommy Hazard.
And Ryan Quinn, the one and only right now. Oh my God, Quinn! Oh, trying to go. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the Quinn shot 2.0. but Hazard was one step ahead.
And there's the ring presence and wily veteran of Tommy Hazard getting the upper hand, but wasn't able to capitalize. Fibers carry stun gun onto the ropes there. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I have to say no apologies indeed, Scott, because this is an absolutely stacked triple threat we got on right now. And now Miles is the man to stand tall for the moment.
Go to the top. Oh, here we go.
Dear. Oh, Lord, mama. This ain't good. This ain't... Oh, dear. Hazard's up already. Oh, Hazard is up already. Oh, wait a minute. Hazard trying to steal one for himself.
Oh!
Miles. Breaking it up. Oh, no, but Hazard dropped toe onto the second rope.
And Hazard now not sure what to do. I think Hazard's thinking, does he go for Quinn or does he help finish off Miles? He's...
Yeah, we go into the mind of Tommy Hazard, you know, the sort of deranged individual he's become ever since that attack. Yes, deranged! That's what I've said! He's turned into a completely different person. He just wants to see them suffer. That's why he's standing over them, looking at them, powerless. That's what Tommy Hazard wants to do.
Oh!
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! The stuntman driver! Where have I seen that? Where in the world have I seen that? But Ryan Quinn breaking it up.
The redacted driver right there, as Ryan Quinn looks to capitalize the rolling kick. Once again, taking out Hazard, covering.
Oh, look at this!
Oh, one,
steal for himself. No.
I'd say very wise move there from Ryan Quinn. Great tactic to then pick the bones and goes for the quick swinging neck breaker.
There's a reason why he is the champ, Scott. There is a reason he's the champ. Here we go, going for the pin. 1, 2, no.
Oh, Tommy Hazard running that ring, wanted to capitalize. And Tommy Hazard, of course, in arrogance, going for the quick cover himself. And catches the rolling thing. Oh, Tiger Bomb.
Tiger Bomb here by Tommy Hazard. What the hell was that? What did you just spit out? What was that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Going for the clothesline. Takes down Quinn. And another one to follow up. He's making a triple threat. No. Off the ropes. A jumping clothesline.
3 big clotheslines. And look at that, Quinn. Quinn is out. Quinn's rolled out. Oh, dear. This is prime time for Hazard to... No. Lion Tamer there by Miles. Hazard trying to hang on. Hazard trying to just hang on here. No. Oh my goodness. Shoves him away. Tries to go for the pin. 1, 2. No.
Oh, so very close. And now Hazard focuses on Ryan Quinn. That choking that champion in the corner.
And remember, this is all legal, folks. As you know, triple threat matches do have a no disqualification rule, no count-outs either. So I think all this is in fair play. And now, after a big lariat to the back of the head, Tommy Hazard trying to get the pin on the Miles, and that's not going to be enough.
Interesting that he chose to pin Miles and not Ryan Quinn at that point. Oh, go for another driver. Nobody home. Oh, but Ryan Quinn!
Ryan Quinn getting caught in the crossfire! Literally this time! Oh my god! Ryan Quinn! No, Hazard's going after... No, he's going after Quinn! He's going after Quinn instead! And now...
Oh, snapping the leg of Ryan Quinn.
This is prime opportunity. This is prime time for Hazard to finally... Oh my goodness. He needs to capitalize here if he wants to take that title home with him. Into the ropes goes Quinn. But Quinn, no! One step ahead of Hazard.
But Hazard trying to break out here. Not able to do that as Quinn elbows him. But now this time Tommy Hazard reverses the situation. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Now look at Miles now. Finally going to get himself back into this match. Another rolling cartwheel kick there by Quinn. And Quinn here. Blue Thunder Bomb! Blue Thunder Bomb! Hooks the leg of Miles, and it's not enough.
Not enough to pin Miles, but Ryan Quinn is looking great at this moment. He's in control. The champion is where he wants to be. But Miles with the dragon screw gets the upper hand.
Now, once again, Miles going for the pin. That's not going to be enough. Hazard now slowly making his way back into the match. Oh, look at Miles. Miles, he doesn't see Hazard coming. Oh, dearie me. And a big suplex. Oh, my goodness. And another suplex. And looks like he's going to take Miles to Suplex City as Ryan watches intimately. What was that? Oh my god!
Desolation Sleeper! The Desolation Sleeper!
He's starting to show off, and the confidence may be his worst enemy. Desolation Sleeper is locked in. No, but hasn't lets it go. I think he might be out. No! Kick out of
He's still alive. There's still some gas in the tank. Oh, Ryan Quinn's not happy.
Oh my goodness gracious. What is happening here? Oh my god, we have lost all control again.
A quick cover here from Miles. One. No.
Only a 1 count.
But now it's Miles versus Tommy. Isolated themselves in the ring. Tommy now going for it. He's going for it.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a bittersweet goodbye.
Miles. Goodbye.
No! Miles kicking out the bittersweet goodbye. And what is it gonna take for one of these men to finally give in?
I don't know what it's gonna take.
But
Miles on the back end, and again, here we go. Oh, looks like he's going for the German suplex, but Miles able to get out of that one, and that's where the experience and the knowledge of each other comes into play. Super kick! Oh!
Kick! And gonna go the Florida Keys! No! We're able to break it up.
Ryan Quinn breaking it up, and another rolling kick there from Ryan Quinn.
Now, Quinn goes, oh my goodness gracious! And look, Miles, he is right near the ropes, and he's trying to get to the ropes, but it is not working. Quinn is just stretching out. Miles not going to call. Wait, no.
Miles was able to break out of it, but has the damage been done to that back? Up on the top. Whoa! Setting him up!
6, 1, 9, and Miles get back in the ring. Oh, but Hazard said to meet him. Wait a minute, what's Hazard doing? Tommy, behind you! Oh, jeez.
He was on the blind side.
So, oh my goodness, and there we go. Big power bomb. 1, 2. Oh dear me, Boston Crab
applied.
Hazard. Boston Crab has been applied. Quinn is right there. But needs to try and get himself back up. No. Hazard breaks out of it. Hazard able to break out of it.
This match is happening a million miles a second. Is right now. Miles is now going against Quinn as Hazard rolls to the outside. Quinn counters into a Northern Light suplex.
Not a bridge though. Not a bridge that connects. And now Ryan Quinn once again going for that modified version of the sharpshooter, I think. Just stretching the legs.
It's a good tactic. Not only do you potentially submit Miles, you take out a lot of offense like the Mile High.
And it's very smart indeed. Both men back up to meet each other.
Great shot! Right between the eyes.
Gonna go for the pin. But Hazard's there. 1. No. Quinn.
Desolation Sleeper.
Hazard.
Second time.
Quinn. Oh my god.
He's gonna tap. This is gonna be it. Right, Quinn. He's far as the ropes. He can't do it.
He is. No. Oh, but that may have knocked out. Quinn there. He may have checked out. No, but Quinn's in it. Quinn is still in it. How in the world? Oh my god. Ryan Quinn. No, but Hazard now. No, it's Quinn dragging screw. Miles just trying to crawl his way back into the fight, but it's not going to work here. Oh my goodness. Bicycle knee struck by Hazard. And now that just leaves Miles and Hazard in the ring.
Miles and Tommy Hazard going at it once more. Look at this, spitting on Miles is Tommy Hazard. That's how you show true disrespect to your partner for all the good that Tommy's done for Miles.
Oh my god! Feel the ropes! Ref! What are you doing?
Well, I completely agree with Tommy Hazard. Miles has no respect for what Tommy has done for Miles' career.
Oh god. Oh man, they're coming this way. They are coming this way.
Things are about to get dangerous, I think.
Oh dear. Oh my god! Gee, away! Shoo!
They're not cats, Tom.
Yeah, but I did not. I came here to watch wrestling, not to get involved in the wrestling, damn it.
Fireman's carry takedown by Tommy Hazard. Gets the upper hand and looks like he's trying to stretch Quinn, but Quinn, coming blow to the back.
Oh my goodness gracious here, throwing Hazard back in the ring.
And Quinn looks like he wants to clean up right now. Has the head of Hazard into the swinging neck breaker on the padded concrete.
On the padded concrete, for Christ's sakes. And now, Ryan Quinn. Oh no, but this is prime opportunity here. Oh, wait a minute, what are they do? Just playing mind games at this point. Ryan Quinn showing off. And now, both meet each other in the ring. Oh dear.
Veteran move there by Ryan Quinn, and now setting up for the end.
Oh no!
Oh!
He got there for the Quinn shot! That's not gonna work! Ryan Quinn!
There you go!
Quinn shot! Ryan Quinn hits the Quinn shot! Hazard's on the outside! 1, 2!
Oh!
No! How in the world?
Tommy Hazard making his way back into the situation, but Miles now has front chancery position and now rakes the arm across the shoulder of Miles. Looks like going for a DDT, but Hazard is fighting.
Oh, look at this. Sweeping the legs underneath him. And Tommy Hazard. Oh dear. Incoming. The reverse choke slam. Slamming him down with some authority.
Lateral
now going
press.
for the pin. That's 1, 2. No.
Ryan Quinn is back up and in the match, but it was like Hazard is looking to try and get the hand, but wasn't able to catch Quinn.
Oh no. But Hazard able to shove away Quinn now. And now. Oh my goodness. A backbreaker. Another backbreaker. They're making a trifecta of backbreakers there. Say goodbye to your spine, Ryan.
One standing tall is Tommy Hazard. He goes for the lateral press again. 2. No, again, Ryan Quinn powers out, showing why he's the champion. But it's all about those two right there. Tommy Hazard and Miles drop kick.
Big drop kick then. Wait a minute, he's taken out Hazard. And now he's going to try and pin. Sneaky win. Enough.
Not enough from Miles, but you got to wonder the steam has got to be running low on all these competitors' tanks at this point. I mean, what do you do at this late in the game? Oh, wait!
Super kick! Package super kick to Quinn. And going for the pin. 1, 2, no.
Miles not able to finish the job. And as I was saying, Tom, how do you kind of deal with like a match that's been going on for so long?
Well, especially in a triple threat situation, I mean, what can you do? You just got to keep doing as much as you can against your opponents. And even then, you got to concentrate on 2 people, not just 1 man, just 2 men at the same time. That is much easier said than done.
Indeed, but Miles now. Oh, a backslide driver.
Backslide driver to Hazard. Quinn's already up though, breaking up the pin in that case. And now here we go, Ryan Quinn. What about Ryan Quinn to bring Tommy Hazard to the side of the ring? Oh no! Miles baited Ryan here. The ropes. Oh, what a hip attack there to Quinn.
Now looking to
go for the pin here.
Pin 1, 2.
1, 2. That's not enough.
One big move can finish it all off right now. As front transfer is locked in by Miles. Doesn't capitalize, goes for it again. I think he's trying to wear Hazard down.
Exactly, and this is the point. Both men, they have fought their hearts out. They are exhausted. One big move, and that's all it's going to take. Ryan Quinn is currently on the outside at the moment. He is not in good shape. And right now, kick to the leg there by Miles. And Miles, oh my goodness. Oh, Fireman's carry. Oh my goodness.
The Wild Driver.
The Swan Driver, sorry. And, oh my God. Oh my God. With the Wild Driver! Miles has just pinned Hazard! Oh my God! New champ! Oh goodness! Oh my God! Oh, Scott, he's standing up at the moment! Jesus Christ, he's done it, man! He actually did it! He's pinned Hazard in the middle of the ring! And we have a new vindication! Heavyweight champion! Jesus Christ, what a war this was!
definitely was a war, and I think everyone will be suffering from the pains of this one here tonight. I think Tommy Hazard will be distraught at the revelation that his partner is now the champion.
The winner of the match and your new Vindication Heavyweight Champion, Miles Miles.
Here we go. This is the one everyone has been waiting for all night. It's all been leading to this.
The rematch, 1 year in the making. Kel Valen, the Nemesis Women's Champion, to face Annie Thunder. Here we go. It's title versus career. And the pressure is on in this absolutely stacked main event. What an absolute journey these two women have had. And tonight, you better believe that this is going to be an all-out battle for survival. Let's see now, Scott, how this all took place.
I think Annie Thunder might be in Kel's head.
I think this whole Kel Valen situation and the Endgame has gotten to Thunder. It has gotten to Thunder.
Oh, I think Kel Valen is smiling ear to ear like a Cheshire cat after seeing this result.
The main event
Tonight,
of
a career
Endgame
could end.
is set For
And it
one
could be
fall,
this woman's career
and
that comes
is
to
a
an end.
title versus career match.
Jacket. One last stand. And here she comes, without a doubt, one of the most decorated women's competitors in all of the CWL today. Former Nemesis Women's Champion, former Vindication Women's Champion, Annie Thunder. And I have to say, I mean, tonight this could potentially be the last time we see her in a CWL ring. She's putting it all on the line.
A brave woman to put her career on the line is what some people would say. I say it's a stupid move to put your career on the line. I mean, you got you got everything to lose. If you don't win the championship, fair enough. But your career?
I mean, of course, last year we saw something very similar when Scout McKenzie beat Jesse Hazard. Vindication Women's Championship. Could we potentially see a repeat of that, however, in a different sort of circumstance? As I've said before, the more things change, they more tend to stay the same. And here we go. We are now awaiting the pound for pound most dominant roster member in CWL history.
I will say, it is a very different look for Annie Thunder. It's not what she's used to seeing.
Indeed, I think that it's just herself. No gimmicks, no Thunder, it's one last stand. By God, she's going to fight to the very end, but she has a big task. And saying big task, that's an understatement. Monumental task.
$365 days. Kel Valen won the Nemesis Women's Championship last year at Endgame, and she beat Annie Thunder for the belt, and she has held that belt in her grasp, her cold, vicious grasp, for 365 days, and only lost twice in that time in non-title matches.
Indeed. And talking about the year she has had 365 days, you see what she's wearing? I think we're going to have, it's a little bit of a back, don't you think, Scott?
It is indeed a throwback. The old Kel Valen. Maybe that's a sign that Kel fucking Valen is back.
The real Kel Valen could potentially be back. But again, folks, all history repeats itself here tonight. But once again, Kel Valen, just like last year's Endgame, retain that title and still stand at the top of the mountain. Fast and ringside, let's get this main event started. You do not want to miss this.
Introducing first, challenger, with her career on the line, weighing 144 pounds, from Mount Everett, Washington, the Anvil, Annie Thunder, and the champion, weighing 170 pounds, from the West Midlands, England, the Nemesis Women's Champion, Killer Kel Valen.
Many a time we have seen Kel Valen hand over that Nemesis Women's Championship, and we have wondered, will tonight be the night that she finally hands it over for the last time? I'd have to ask you the question, do you think that'll happen tonight, though?
To tell you the truth, Scott, I literally have no idea. Usually I'm just behind someone, but this is so intense. We're getting into this right now. It is anybody's game.
Takedowns. Waist-off takedown by Kel Valen. Getting the feeling out process here. Bit weird, these two know each other so well. Tossing Annie Thunder away, but Annie Thunder with a punch.
Annie Thunder here. Oh, look at this. Go around the DDT.
Low Toby DDT. It is worth mentioning that another hometown hero in the form of Kel Valen. She, of course, comes from England. Got a lot
Indeed, she hails from the West Midlands. So she definitely does have an...
Oh!
my God!
No!
Oh my God! Oh, that's the hardest part of the ring, and she got it. Like some TNT.
Annie Thunder is not playing around.
They're playing around. Oh God! Clothesline. We're on the outside of the ring here, Scott.
And of course, that's always the danger zone. That might look like that is padding out there, but you know, padding concrete doesn't help too much.
It hurts like shit, pretty much. That's what we're trying to say, folks.
Kel Valen running to the ring, and immediately with a swinging neck breaker onto Annie Thunder, focusing on a neck injury Annie sustained into the corner, and a high knee right to the face.
What a knee that connects. And Valen, oh, a discus. Clothesline there, almost took it down. Head off. Hooks the leg here of Annie Thunder.
Now, going downstairs, stomping the feet. Now, oh, Cobra clutch position.
Oh, Cobra clutch. Oh my goodness, a Cobra clutch slam there from Valen. Vicious, brutal. Oh, and we go. Brain buster. A vicious brain buster dumping her right on her head. And Valen here. Oh, and now a suplex.
Quick snap suplex there from Kel Valen. Now looking to choke the life out of Annie Thunder.
Choke her, she does. Choking the life out of her.
You have to wonder, you know, of all this time, is there overconfidence in Kel Valen? Oh, wait, Annie Thunder, she's up.
What? Oh, but she got caught there by Valen. No, Valen ran into the post there. Not a good situation. Jesus Christ. Sado suplex, dumping her right on her neck. That is not good.
Now a sleeper. Dragon sleeper applied.
There's no weakener at this point. That's not a good idea, though. Valen getting out of that almost instantly. Valen here. And now, once again.
The Cobra Clutch vision into the Cobra Clutch slam.
Vicious. Now look at that. Look at Valen getting in the face of Thunder. He is taunting her.
Mind games being played because, of course, Kel Valen, she is the best competitor in the entire... I'd say in women's wrestling, she is the top dog in all of women's wrestling in the sport. The sports entertainment.
Yeah, I prefer to call it pro wrestling. When you think about all those, all those great women's wrestlers, you definitely can put Kel Valen at the top of that list.
I mean, to hold a championship and be as dominant as she has, she is a top dog. Oh, but right now the dog has been shoved out of her yard as Kel Valen flying over the top rope, Annie Thunder in pursuit.
Get your dog out of my yard, please. Can't afford this table be broken again.
Now
back in the ring,
swift kick. Annie Thunder probably wants to try and catch her with a kick, but look, a swift German suplex there by Kel Valen.
Vicious Dragon suplex, and now here we go. Valen again, just brutalizing Thunder in the ring. Jesus Christ.
This is not just about defending a championship. This is making a statement. This is I don't just end your career, I ruined you. You don't deserve to be in this ring with me. That's the aspect that Kel Valen wants to tell Thunder. You don't deserve to be here.
Exactly, and it's not like Valen has ended a career here before in the CWL. Lisa Lovecraft, anybody, including her wife, may I add. I mean, the feud they had was pretty vicious, and to end careers is something that Valen has done before.
Valen is an expert hand at ending careers. As you say, she ended Lisa Lovecraft's career. She also ended the career of her partner, Karen Hell, her wife, Karen Hell. I mean, that's the thing. Her wife. Ending her wife's career. That's cold.
That's stone cold, man. Oh, look at that. Nah, a springboard. Gosh, that's not going to work.
Grabbing the head of Annie Thunder. Now just swift punches, brutalizing Annie Thunder.
Now Valen getting the head of Thunder here. Just continuing to brutalize her. Notice how she hasn't gone for anything big. Oh, yet at least. Yeah.
Oh, swift kicks, the punches.
Yeah,
look at this.
Here we go. My goodness. Scott, I don't even think that the Black Valentine on the rules of match has to be hit. I think the referee is going to have to get involved at one point. Thunder has been just getting absolutely brutalized in that ring. The whole offense has been Valen the entire time. Notice how Valen has not gone for any of those big signature moves yet. She wants to punish Annie Thunder. She wants to torture Annie Thunder. She wants to humiliate Annie Thunder here at Endgame.
The Shark is playing with her food. And oh, but Annie Thunder!
A glimmer of hope! Oh, spare! Spare! And taking a page in a Valen's book with the lance, perhaps! And now Valen! Oh, she's fighting back, no, but Annie finally starting to show some signs of life here! And Thunder! No! But Valen! No!
Code breaker right there, and now right again, back to that choke.
Anaconda Vice is locked in. Anaconda Vice. And Annie Thunder's in a hole of trouble here. She may have to tap. No. Thunder's back in this. But for how long, Scott? For how long?
Belly to belly suplex. And now, look at this, hook in the leg. One. No.
Right?
Not even a one. Just a one count. I mean, that's the thing is, that Annie Thunder's got an uphill battle, but as you say, Kel Valen's making a statement. It's a case of, I end careers for a living. And she's just playing with Annie Thunder at this stage.
Oh, into Guri City, here we come! Into Guri there by Annie Thunder. Thunder here, look at that! Look at Thunder, a taste of Valen's medicine. Brutal offense. And Thunder here, bringing up Valen here. Kick to the gut.
Oh!
Thunder snap! She's in trouble!
Vintage Annie Thunder right there.
No, but she's making comeback here. Hooks the leg of Valen. 1, 2, and it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. And look at Thunder, exhausted, brutally beaten. What the hell does she have to do to put Valen down? That's the real question here.
Big Uranagi. And oh, hello!
Thunderstorm coming. There's a thunderstorm coming here. It's going straight for Valen. And Thunder! Incoming! Super kick!
Weather report says Thunder weather. 1, 2, 3.
Oh! God, that was so close! I thought we were gonna have a new Nemesis Women's Champion!
Annie Thunder's looking to fly, going to the top rope, telling Valen to get to her fucking feet.
This is risky. This is risky, man. Oh my God, man. And now, that Thunder is in control. I can't speak. I'm sorry, Scott. What an absolute hell of a match this has been so far.
Oh, choke and play here.
Shark with her own damn arms.
Oh, but she's fighting. Valen flips out Annie Thunder, and now posing for the crowd.
Oh dear. No, good idea. Oh God. Valen baited. Thunder here. Here we go. Up she goes. Buckle bomb into the corner of the ring.
I think Cal Valen is done screwing around.
No, maybe not. Maybe Valen. Well, I'll tell you, Thunder's done screwing around.
Up on the shoulders. Up on the shoulders. Here we go. A TKO.
You spin me right round, baby, right round into that TKO, but with Valen here continuing the punishment of Annie once again. Not at all. Oh my God.
Running drop kick to the head of Annie Thunder. And Cal Valen's looking a bit winded here, but I think she's finally realised it's time to put the exclamation point on this match as she's climbing to the top, looking for the sheer heart attack maybe. Here we go, the sheer heart attack.
Oh my God! Sheer heart attack to Thunder and hooks the leg of Annie Thunder here.
Oh!
No! Oh my God! I thought that was a 3!
And Kel Valen arguing with the official over that result.
Jesus, my heart stopped for a second there. And now Valen, Sling Blade.
Here we go, once again on the attack.
Continuing the brutal offense of Thunder. Not good.
Well, it's just stretching the arm of Annie Thunder. And just that wrist lock now, a knee stopped back.
The question is, Scott, The question is, how much fight does Thunder have left? That's the question we're all asking! But Thunder, Annie Thunder, got out of the way of that one! Kick to the gut! Thunder snap! Thunder snap! Balance in trouble, no!
Thunder throat thrust, and now elbows from Annie Thunder. Oh, but Valen retaliating.
Valen is retaliating here. And throwing her in the corner. And now, to the top rope, middle rope we go, sorry. Oh, my God, a tornado hot shot. And now, springboard swanton, going for the pin. 1, 2, no!
And again, Valen arguing with referee Mike Clark there.
No. It is not over yet. Still not over. And now Annie fighting. She's fighting. Look at that. A big clothesline. And now Thunder gonna bring up Valen, but Valen again.
Valen, of course, is on the vicious assault, those jabs. Oh!
Oh my God! And a jumping complete shot by Valen, hooks the leg! Oh man! No!
Oh, Valen is in shock. I think she believes she won this match multiple times now. Oh
my God! Oh, you have got to be kidding me! Oh my God! No! The insult!
1, 2, 3.
Oh my good God, Jesus Christ! Fuck!
Even here, you can hear the boos echoing around this arena.
Oh man, that is just a kick in the face. I probably should say more.
Cal Valen retains the Nemesis Women's Championship, and Annie Thunder walks out with this having been her last match of her career.
The winner of the match, and still Nemesis Women's Champion, Killer Cal Valen.
Cal Valen celebrating her retained victory. Of course, defeating Annie Thunder with the Thunder Snap. But it's all my apologies. Oh, what a match that was.
What a match. What a victory for Valen. Thunder leaves. Her career is over. Valen stands tall. Folks, amazing night we've had here at Wembley Stadium for Endgame 2. Valen still holds the championship up high. My name's been Tom Jerkin. He's been Scott Sykes. And we will be seeing you very soon for year 3 as Valen celebrates tonight. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.